What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
live hands playing 3, 5, 10 at lucky chances. So we sit down at the table, and it has been an hour, and we have not won a hand yet. We haven't played many. We're at an hour 15, and we have not won a hand, including the blinds, any such thing. So this is the first hand that we get any money in, and this is going to go to Andy. This will be yours, and then Lopez. If you want, you'll see how we do this. You can turn on your mic and participate at any time. The next hand will be yours if you want it. So you've got, so Andy, here we go. You've got ace 7 offsuit in the big blind, and it's limp, limp, limp to you. What would you like to do?
Honestly, with A7 off, I'm just going to complete and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what we did. We
I don't
completed.
think I'm going to ISO. Holy
Right.
shit.
Right. Before
Bub's here. Did you take
Right.
a wrong turn, end up in the wrong group, Bub?
Hey, Bub's here. Oh, no, Bub plays cash sometimes. Okay. And then the one other thing that you want to do, remember this is live. Before you complete, look to your left and see if the straddle is telling you what he's going to do. If he's looked, you should already know whether this guy looks at his cards in advance. If he doesn't, then you can ignore it. But if he does, he'll tell you what he's going to do. And he has already told me that he is not raising before I completed. So it was extra safe. So I completed. King, king, queen, what would you like to do?
Chicken.
Okay, we check. It checks around. 3, what would you like to do?
Still.
All right, we check around.
We may have the best hand every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. The river is the king. What would you like to do?
I'm still checking. If everyone checks, we probably win.
Right. We get a bet of 20, fold, fold.
Shoot in the muck.
Okay. And I called.
Spicy.
All right. Like you're being shown. You're gonna get shown 5s.
No, I'm gonna get shown another ace, and we split. It's the first money I got from the pot.
I hate the call.
Yeah, it's
It would have been an easier call if you didn't have the straddle in between you, nobody in between you. But at this point, he doesn't. Nobody has anything.
Yeah. I'm second to last to act, and the straddle is not interested.
I mean, I don't think you should complete because like you're just fucking like I don't think you're winning the hand 20% of the time, you know.
So you think just fold it?
Yeah, I mean, if they think you're a nit, maybe you can like raise if you want, but like
Right.
are they the type who are gonna fold? Probably
Right.
not.
No,
you
don't have to win it 20% of the time. You have to win it 10% of the time.
Yeah, but still, like
I'll accept that. It's okay.
I don't like it.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think you're massively wrong. It's, I will say that in JL's old pre-flop, what do you do when limp 2 chart? He calls this. He completes it. It's like it's a nickel. But your point is well taken. All right. Next hand goes to this is miserable. This is a miserable hand. Lopez, this is yours. You're gonna hate this hand. This is so bad.
Oh,
good luck.
You're giving the new guy the hand he's gonna hate.
Oh yeah. Here you go. All right, this
ruthless, Scotty.
Here we go. So it's raised to you. You have queen in the cutoff. What would you like to do?
I will 3-bet here. Sorry, someone already 3-bet, huh? Or no, he just opened. I'll 3-bet here.
Oh no, this is a straddle. This is a straddle.
Oh, it's a straddle. Okay.
Yeah, every pot is going to be straddled. The game is a 3, 5, 10. It says 2 because that's what it makes me do. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. So I'm mostly a tournament player. I play cash a little bit here and there. So here I would 3-bet to 100.
Okay, great. I went to 90, but exact same thing. Perfectly fine. The button goes to 210. Fold, 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 fold.
Okay. He has 1290 behind, 1410, a 3-bet here, or 4-bet here. I guess a 5-bet here will be somewhere in the 600, leaving me 800 behind.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of on the border there. Yeah, I think I would actually just 5-bet, see if he can see where I'm at there, and then 5-bet to 650 or around there.
Okay. Now, once you go 650, you've crossed that threshold, and theoretically you should jam.
Yeah, I was like, I'm on the fence of that because it's like I'm only have 800 behind, but I don't know if I necessarily want to fold him out. I think that 650 can entice to get him to jam on me, and I'll take a call here. I have no problem jamming here.
Okay, good enough.
Fold 4 in position. That's probably a range of maybe jacks plus ace king, and maybe ace queen suited.
Right. So, oh, you're not going to hate this hand. You're not going to hate this hand. This hand's just bad. This is not the terrible hand coming up. This is just a normal terrible hand. Okay. So yeah, that's all valid. I went with a call. Let's just take a look and see if in this config the queens ever call in GTO world. I don't actually know the answer to this. So let me
I don't
just-
know.
I think
Yeah,
they
I don't-
don't, but
It's one of those scenarios where I'm not trying to jam and get him off, get him off like an ace queen suited or something. So,
yeah.
if he hits an ace, he hits an ace.
That's fair enough.
It's
Yeah, I'm just-
kind of one of those like it's just a nasty spot where you either call or jam, and neither one's a great option.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it also, if I've been playing with this guy for 2 hours and he hasn't 4-bet once, I'm
Yeah.
probably just gonna call and is hoping ace or king doesn't hit the flop and see what happens after the when I check
So
to him, type of thing.
This is a guy who has 4-bet. This is a guy who has 4-bets in his arsenal. He's a Euro. I don't know if he has 4-bet already in this game.
Okay, yeah, in that scenario, then for sure I would entice, and I might even go less. I might even go like 500 just to get him to jam. If he's a Euro and he's super aggro,
Okay.
and then if he has it, he has it. Whatever. You
Yeah.
snap me with you got kings, good for you.
Right. I'm in the wrong node. So it's the hijack raises. We go to 8. The button goes to 18. He folds and it's back on us with queens. Queens do a lot of calling. They do some jamming. They do a sliver of the raise. And it has
Okay.
to do
Actually
with that.
looks almost identical to this. This is the 8 max. This is weird.
Yeah,
They're never this close to each other.
is you really have crossed that theoretical threshold. But okay. So your reasons are sound and that works for me. I did this version of it. I did the call, which is the more common move. Okay, we get the call.
Surprised there's that many folds there. 40%. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, not with the queens. The queens never fold. That's
Oh,
40%.
okay. I thought you were 40% of the hands. Okay, my bad. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you were on the actual queen node.
No. Here's the queen node.
Okay.
And it doesn't get reflected over here in it. You just
If you go to summary, I think it's the summary will show the queens.
okay, where do I hit summary?
Go down to the 6 green boxes at the bottom. Go down, right there. See where right above that?
Oh, I see.
It
Summary.
says summary. Yeah, it'll tell you
Right.
like
Oh, that's
what
nice.
queens,
That's nice.
and then click on the box itself. Like click on the queens. Like it'll tell you the percentage of each queen. What'll do what. So like if
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's great. That's a nice feature. Thank you. All right. So you just called. Flop is Jack 9 deuce. Look at that sweet baby there. And what would you like to do?
So the only thing I'm afraid of is jacks here, right? He could,
And aces and kings. He still has his aces. and
yeah,
kings.
it's those aces and kings. That's true. And then, possibly an ace king suited, obviously ace queen suited
Okay.
spades not out there. So, at this point, I would call.
But you haven't bet yet. So you mean you're going to check out of position and then.
Oh, I thought he
You can
bet.
check or bet.
Oh, that's the
You
pot.
don't-
I'm sorry. That's the pot. I thought
Right, so you
he,
check. Right. You check. He bets 200.
Oh,
Into a pot
that's,
of 467.
I think standard call here.
Yep. Easy. 6 of hearts comes.
Yeah, check again.
Check. River is the 6 of spades.
Okay. At this point, see about 200 on flop. You know what? There's 867 in the pot. I probably would block bet just in case the spades are out there and do something like 30% pot, B30.
Okay, if you be 30 and he jams on you, what would you like to do?
I think this is, yeah, if I beat 30 and he jams, I have to call, I think here.
Okay, so what I did was I didn't be 30. I checked and he jammed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sticking it in. I mean, with the queen of spades for sure. Yeah, ace,
Yep,
king of
that's what you
spades. Yeah.
Yep. So this is not the hand you were going to hate. This is just a basic hand like this. And the guy was very nice after that. He said, "Can I, he like apologized, and I said, "There's no apology in poker. He was fine." And he said, "Can I buy you a drink?" I said, "I don't drink, but I'll share an appetizer with you." And he bought me chicken skewers, so that was very nice. So
You got some rake back.
yeah, exactly. So I got rake back. And the other thing was, after that happened, because we've been talking about tilt for a while, I was definitely not tilted by it. It was like, this happens. I thought it through going, should I have bet the turn? No. Should I have folded the river? Maybe. Given the given the SPR, probably not. And so this didn't blow me up. This was like 1,500, put in, let's rebuy. And so we did. All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. I mean, just kind of one of those hands. But if you have like red queens, I think betting the turn makes sense. But with the queen of spades, you reduce the ace king of spades being out there by a little bit, and
you don't reduce the ace king of spades being out there by a little bit, but you eliminate.
well, I mean, I'm sorry, the spades be coming, I guess I should say, by one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. But yeah, because the jacks, the 4-bet on the jacks is there, and so.
Right. And the thing was with this is you could see him playing aces and kings like this, also checking the turn, just going, let me see what you do, because Jack is in my range.
True. Yeah.
He's got
aces and kings with the king of spades or ace of spades is out there.
He's a little less afraid. It could be, so I could be losing to those. But is the river a flail? Looking at the size, the pot is, when he does it, the pot's 867. I don't know. I don't know that this doesn't include ace king of hearts, that he doesn't play ace king of hearts like this. I don't know, but we lost all our money.
So
yeah,
you-
he's
so-
an
you said-
aggro euro too. I don't think you're folding to an aggro
Yeah,
euro with the overpair
yeah.
there, just because of. I mean,
Aggro
thing
Euro, but
is-
he's Euro.
the spade is in position with the way that it's played out. Like he would be crazy not to bet there. Like you're gonna rep the spades whether you got it or not. So
Yep.
a scare card comes, I'm betting there in that pot for sure. I mean, maybe I'm not going all in, but I'm at least betting something to get you off a good hand.
Right. The question is, should I have read that when he didn't bet 600 or 800 that could have done the same thing when he went for the full 1,000? Should I have read anything into that?
I mean, I think the questionable part of the hand would be like, do you B50 or B70 on the turn? Like, is that there?
You mean donk?
Yeah, like B70 on the turn, B50, B70 on the turn. I don't know. I think.
So no, up till then though, he's shown no weakness yet, unless you consider his 200 on the flop weakness, and I don't. He bets 200 here, check. We're still out of position.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
the river donk that I like. Thinking here, if you're going to bet here and fold to the raise, then it makes some sense.
Yeah. I was thinking
because it prevents his ace king from bluffing when you bet out.
Yeah, that's why I B30 there, just to prevent like a big bet. But
right,
I think I don't know. I feel like you have to call either way.
Right. So in that case, if you're going to call either way, I think you don't want to prevent the big bet.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you've just made your life easier by taking bluffs out of his range, but you're not folding to his raise. If you fold to his raise, I like it. If you're not going to fold to his raise, I like the check, and let's do the full on induce. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I think honestly, probably to be honest, like if you let's say you B50 on that turn, he's probably going to jam anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would with two overs and a flush draw, I'm going to jam on the turn.
Oh, he's going to jam, you think? Yeah.
Yeah. You lose that hand either way.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Larry.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep, I can hear you. Larry.
The only thing I'm really curious about in that hand is the chicken skewers.
Yeah, they were good.
What kind of sauces are we talking about here?
They brought it didn't have a sauce on it, but they brought the sriracha. They bring sriracha with everything. You can order oatmeal and they'll bring you sriracha at this place.
Oh, so there was no like peanut sauce.
No, there wasn't that good, but it was still good. It was good.
Okay, I can move on now.
Right, and it had tomatoes, little sliced tomatoes.
Oh,
right.
okay, that's
yeah. So it means it's not GTO, but it's still. I mean, it's All right, here we go. You have Jack 10 off suit. Why is this hand listed? There's got to be a reason.
Maybe something interesting happens in the hand.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine you're
Yeah,
not
let's just see
V-pipping.
it. Yeah, let's just see what's going on. Why is this here? He donks. We get a call. He donks for 145. We get a call. Okay, wait a minute. No, we're in this hand. This is written wrong. We're the razor. It's just in wrong. We open Jack 10 suited in the cutoff. This guy's not in the hand.
All right. Okay, so let's open Jack 10
Suited.
Jack 10 off or Jack 10 suited?
Jack 10 off. We open Jack 10 off, club spade. It is we have this note.
In the cutoff.
Yeah, in the cutoff. And we have the suits are correct here.
Okay. All right. Let's
Suits,
play it. So we
Jack 6-5. Oh, it is also a mistake. There's 2 diamonds here. I don't know how this got entered so wrong. So there's 2 diamonds, and he donks for 45 into you.
your donk's pot, is that right?
He donks 67. He donks 2/3 a pot.
Yeah, so Nuffle in effect. We're going to call.
Yep. So we call for Nuffle. That's us. That's us calling. Okay. Then another 5 comes, and he bets 145 into 157. He bets pot.
So he is polarizing, but you can see some draws out here. Oh, there were 2. It was a two tone,
Yeah, the 2 diamonds.
2 diamonds.
We don't
Okay.
know the 5. We do not know that the 5 is actually hearts. Oh no, 5 is hearts. What we don't know is we don't know if the Jack was hearts. I'm
All
sorry.
right, so the flush did not complete on turn.
Flush does not complete on turn. We know that.
Okay, we're going to call.
Okay, we call. There we go. And the river is the deuce of spades, and into 447, he bets 285.
We're just gonna call.
All right, we did. That's
Let
what
me see
happened.
inside.
So there's Nuffle gone wrong. Yep, that's how we did it. All right. Up next is Lewis is up. You have 6-5 suited in the low jack. Folds to you.
I mean, in GTO, this is a fold. Like, are people free betting a lot?
Nope.
Okay, then I'll raise to 30,
Okay, you did.
and we're quite deep, 150. So,
Yep,
but
and you get
like,
called
yeah,
everywhere.
it's marginal.
Yep, it's a sometimes one. I took it. Check to you.
Uh, I mean, these guys are so wide. I think I'm just gonna stab here for like a third.
Okay, let's go. A third. 45, 35, close enough. Fold. Final guy calls. Best guy to call. Best guy to call. All right. 10 comes. He donks into you for 60.
I'm gonna raise.
Good. What size?
So what, 60 into 150, or is it 60 into
That's
190?
either 60 into 200.
Right. So, all right, I might make it like I might make it like 250.
All right, good enough. I went 210. He folded. All right. Now tell me why you're raising here as opposed to calling and taking your equity.
Well, when people donk, they tend to be like weak, like they like want to see the river, right? For a cheap. So, they could have a better draw, which you might be able to get to fold if we make it, the raise sufficiently big.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe he'll fold a weak king if, depending what he thinks of our image, but probably not. And, he could just have a 3 or a 7 and just wants to like, see a river. So we can fold better. So that's one reason. And like, you know, you know, I don't really want to bluff with spades if I miss, because I kind of want him to have spades. So like, we could call and we'll have, what we have like 25% to like hit. But I mean, maybe more if we think he's got like a 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, Coolin's like a small ball option, but I like. I mean, I'd raise in my value, and so I like to throw some bluffs in, and I feel like this
Right.
is like a good one because we have no showdown.
Yep. I think all of that is true. And the shorthand for me is this is it, I'm saying what you just said, but I'm saying how it goes in my head and and how I can get there fast. He bets small because he wants to get to the river cheap. And if you want him to, if in general, if you want to get to the river cheap, I don't want you to get to the river cheap. Now, my particular hand would like to get to the river cheap, but I decided what you don't want is more important than what I do want and raised. That was the length of my thought process, and everything you said is correct. Yep. And we
Yeah, I
want
mean,
to
a fold's great here.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. Next hand goes to Bub.
Okay.
You
Let's
got
go.
pocket
Oh, that's a
jack.
good end.
That's a good hand. And the action to you is it's a raise to you.
Oh. Oh, that is a straddle. So I want a 3-bet here.
Okay.
Sizing, I guess 90
Great.
or 120.
Yeah, all that works. You get the odd call on the button,
Okay,
and then the odd call here,
nice. And he will
Nice.
not call. Why
and
is that?
surprising fold. Yep. So now you are in the sandwich with Jack Jack on a flop of 9 9 10.
Okay. So first of all, I think player 9 could have hands like pocket 8s, pocket 7s, pocket 6s, and some suited connectors. And suited connectors are actually very strong on this board. We have an overpair. He checked to us, and yeah, no, I'm going back to my MTT style. I would check here.
Okay.
I'm not going to bet, but I think betting here is not horrendous.
Yeah. So I bet 100.
Mm-hmm.
Third pot,
Wait, pot was 300?
300. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I would, if I would bet here, I would go for a small sizing because I think player 9 can still have some 9x, and the straddle can also have 9x.
Yeah, they can. Yep. He raises you to 200.
Well, that sucks. I mean, I want to call here. I'm,
He
oh,
calls
yes.
the 200.
I mean, I'm still just calling. We have the jack out for the pure nuts, and we have an overpair.
Mhm.
But I'm not happy.
No, we're not happy at all. And the Joey in our head should tell us to fold right now. When two other people are interested in the pot and you are in a multi-way pot, one pair rarely wins by the river. So this is a really good fold in Joey land. But the size, I mean, if he
Yes,
has
that's it.
exactly 9 10, if he has if he has 9 10 or 10 10, both of which are in his range, I suspect. If he has a full house, the min raise makes a little sense because he's not afraid of the thing. He's not afraid of the draw. This guy, I guess he could have a full house in his waiting. So
He
I don't know.
could,
We wait.
or you could have a flush
Right,
draw. We don't
right.
know.
Right. We wait.
Yeah, and I
Check.
think checking is good for
Check.
information.
Same size. Call.
So, I mean, it looks so much like milking us. No, also the straight completed. Wait, we have still fucking 2 outs. But that's how I count it, right? We have 2 outs, or we are ahead of some draws that are still there.
I'm done.
I mean, I don't hate folding. I could also see myself call. I would probably just call here because I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm just miserable this whole time. The ace comes, the spade's complete. Check.
Please check it.
I check. He checks.
Perfect, we win.
And nope, these are their hands.
Oh,
So
so good.
yeah.
But
So
I was thinking like they could both easily have a 10 here.
yeah, it was a little weird. This raise on the 10 is really weird to me. But the size, that was the thing about the hand.
But would
I
you
would've-
like to find it out by re-raising if he has a 10? I personally feel like it's better to play it like this, passive and hope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, I definitely don't want to 3-bet on the flop because when this guy calls, this should be petrifying, but it's 100. This guy cold calling the raise and the re-raise, not knowing that I'm not reopening. Yeah, maybe this hand is played better as a fold earlier, even though I'm wrong and I'm ahead. Maybe that's still the better play. So that was why I brought it, was because I specifically got to see their hands.
No, no, no.
Once you get to
no.
the turn though, when you see same bat,
Yeah, exactly. It's all those things. Same bet and no raise. It's like, oh,
I'm probably check raising the turn big.
No, no, no.
The
I,
button is very protected because this guy, the ace-10 guy, is still calling. That's the problem. You cannot just raise here into two people, in my opinion, because one can still
I
have
am 100%.
you're
When you
raising
see
the turn.
call and then same bet is pretty much always bullshit.
Right.
You're never going to see same bet with strength.
Right. So he goes same bet. This guy calls, and you say the fact that this guy didn't check raise yet, and that this guy did same bet, we now raise. And say,
I'm ripping it in their faces, and if you want to try and outdraw me, you can. You guys have bullshit. I have the best hand 100% of the time here.
Interesting.
Unless we run into quad nines, that's the only hand that the out of position player has that at any point in time.
you
And
can't fold. Like, what
I
do
think you're
people
still
call
10-10.
people cold call free bets with generally high cards and pairs, and it's way more likely to be like a high card with a 10 than like pocket tens or like pocket nines,
Yep. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you see the min click raise, which we learned, I mean, the min click check raise is more bullshit than the min click in position raise. But then same bet on the turn, and that guy just goes call both times. They both have bullshit. They both have a 10 at best. Fucking rip it in their face and charge them.
Right. So given your read, your logic is perfect. I don't agree with your analysis, but that's fine. But you are 100% right on this hand. When you're saying that this is what it means in this configuration, I don't feel that, but I think that your play is absolutely correct based on your read, and your read was absolutely correct on this hand. So
It's hard. It's hard. I wasn't in the get. Like, we don't know if are these guys splashy? Have these guys just been splashing around, like, V pipping like 30% plus?
Let's see I can go back and see the description of
Because
who
it makes a huge difference to the analysis, right?
So this is not the guy from Belarus anymore. The Euro Pro has left, and he's been replaced by, let me see who. So the guy in this guy's VPIP is too high.
All right. That makes me want to jam.
Right. This guy's VPIP is too high. And let's see if we have a note on who came in. No, we don't have a note of who came in. All right.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think folding on the turn is just, no, you can't. You can't.
Did the button know that this guy is calling too wide?
Don't know. No, he wasn't there the whole time. He was a new guy.
Okay, so then, yeah.
Yeah.
If he knew, I mean, that could be a read, because then he's playing like top pair with a good kicker, like as if it's the nuts, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he didn't know. Okay, here we go. So up next is, let's see, everybody's gone, right? Yep, everybody's gone. So we are back to Andy.
Hey.
Andy, raise, call. And there's no note on this raise except it's a perfectly the initial raiser is a completely competent and tricky player. He's competent and tricky.
Competent and tricky.
Yep.
And we're in the straddle with ace king suited. I'm going to like 180 here.
All right. We go 200.
I can get behind it. Oh, and he flats with a caller in between.
Yep. He calls. You flop this.
Oh, this is not a fun flop, but I don't think he has any of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and C bet like 100.
Okay. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. My reason was I had decided before I even saw the flop that I was checking range against this player.
Why?
Is he spaz out?
Nope.
You're doing the hungry horse. You think he's going to stab too wide?
I'm doing it um because I have some respect for his game. So I
So you're
don't
playing
really
GTO, and GTO probably would check here with ace king of
exactly.
spades.
That's what
But,
matters.
but like having respect for his game doesn't mean you should check range on this board.
Okay. Nope. It was just a decision I had made that I was checking range on all boards.
What? That doesn't sound like a strategy.
It's a strategy. It may not be a good strategy, but it's what I had decided. I decided I'm giving you no information. You're giving me information. That was my decision. And what I mean by it's a strategy
You're giving them 4-card flops is what you're giving them.
I am giving him 4-card flops, yes, but my hand doesn't mind. So I checked. He checks behind. Great. Jack of spades. What would you like to do, Andy? Given that you checked and you checked range, what would you like to do?
Given that we checked, he checked back. Now I'm betting for sure, and I'm going bigger than a quarter pot. I'm gonna go like a 3/4. I'm gonna go with a big bet.
Okay, that's fair. I checked again. I have showdown. I checked again. He bet 205. Into 440.
I mean, I'm not folding.
There you go. We didn't. And the ace on the river.
Now we're in a passive line, so we're checking again.
Right, we check and he checks behind, and we win.
Did he show?
Nope. We have to show first. But he was
I didn't know,
disgusted.
maybe he gave you a reveal.
No, he didn't give me a reveal. He just gave me a disgust. He was just disgusted.
One question here. So you say he's tricky on the turn. So what hands do you think would he bet here on the turn? Is this basically like every hand and he was trying to bluff you off, something like ace king, ace queen? Or do you think he would also bet himself like ace queen here?
I think he's betting all of his value here, which I think he's betting all of his pairs, including how he got here with pocket sevens. I don't know. But he's betting it. I believe he's betting his 10 jack, his jack queen. I don't think his jack check back like that. Certainly his jack 10, which he has, he's betting here. And then do I believe that he is betting when he gets here with ace queen? Is he betting? I believe I believe he's betting ace queen here and king queen.
Okay.
Like, if you think he's confident, you're saying, like, you think he's got, like, queens, tens, kings sometimes. Like, queen 10 suited probably should fold. So maybe, like, queen jack suited, king queen suited,
All those
ace queen suited, ace jack suited. Like, it's quite a narrow range. And, like, this board's probably 9s and 8s sometimes. Sometimes the lower pairs, but not often.
Yep.
You're not at that good an equity advantage, really. So
No.
like on the turn, I don't think on this turn especially, if you think you can have queen 10, like I don't know if you're squeezing queen 10 suited, maybe not. Like I don't think GTO you're supposed to.
I think if he's good, he's folded queen 10 suited here to my raise.
Like I don't think you get to bet big on
well-
the turn. I think we can only bet small or check.
Us, right. Well, we did check. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Andy's solution. Yeah. We checked. But given that analysis, are you folding to this 200, Lewis?
I mean, probably. I mean, it's kind of hard. What does he have which checks back and now wants to put money in? Like, it's kind of hard. Like, you know, like has he just hit a jack most of the time? Like a random like queen jack of hearts which check back, like random
Mhm.
king
And-
jack is suited. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like which we're kind of, not doing great against. Like
Yeah.
I think I might call, but it's like.
Right.
I'd think about it for a while, like, there's no guarantee, like, I mean, to be fair, I think if we are ace or king, I think if the ace comes, we're probably I mean, we could lose to two pair a decent amount if we hit, but then like they're gonna check back a lot on an ace or a king probably.
Right. And
Like
so
like
when this ace comes, are you betting out?
no.
Right. So
I
then
mean, it's fucking disgusting if a king comes. I think.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do if a king comes and he fucking like bets 75% plus? Like, it's like you'd cry. That's kind of why I'm like pretty indifferent on the turn, right? Like, there's just not that. Like, you basically just got the nut river. Every other river's like bad.
right. And
But
even
you
the
don't
nut
think,
river.
does anyone think, I think he's betting a lot of ace tens on the turn too, though. And then he has showdown value at
Ace
the,
10, he's got some ace queen, he's
Yeah.
got some king queen, he's got a lot of bullshit that we're ahead of still.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got Jack 10, Jack Queen, and 10-10. All those
Even if the
hands.
king peels, I'm calling pretty much anything he bats.
Yeah, we don't like the king, but yeah, I was calling on the ace and I was calling on the king. Didn't like it.
10-10 check
100%.
back is no one's fucking
10-10
checking
probably
back
check
tens
back.
on the floor.
No, he doesn't have 10-10, but he has 10 Jack. Sometimes he definitely has. He has 10 Jack in this line. He has King Queen in this line. He has Queen Jack, and there's more of those. So maybe it is a good.
Don't you think? Yeah, I think maybe you missed some value on the river. If you just bet like 200.
No, like what? Were you getting cool? No.
Okay.
I
No?
don't.
yeah, I'm
I
afraid of
mean,
the river because he can have a lot of ace jacks. He could even have queen tens there suited. I mean,
Yeah, he can have
It's
better
not
hands.
much.
That's the problem. That is true.
yeah, I would probably check call.
All right.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay, Rob, you're up. You've got another ace king because you're living life good. The ginger horse is back. Ginger horse is now seat 9. All right, here we go. It's a limp to you. It's another limp. 2 limps to you. And
I'm
this
thinking,
is the okay. Here we
like
go.
raise to like 75. Hopefully that's not too low.
Okay. Yep, we're gonna go 75, but here's the reason that this hand is listed, because you're gonna raise and everybody's gonna fold and it's over. So this guy here, the first limper, he is competent and tricky. And we have already seen him do a limp back raise. He doesn't limp often, and we have seen him do a limp back raise in this session, which reminded us of a limp back raise we saw him do in another session. And we have seen him limp fold. So his open limp range isn't only aces, because he doesn't limp often. He's more like us, that he doesn't limp, but he has this limping strategy that we've seen from early position, and we've seen it as a limp back raise. So with that in mind, we would be a little wary. Given that, do you want to do anything different given that background I just gave you?
I mean, he's got a pretty low VPIP though, like in general, even though he does these limpy things.
Yeah. He's got a VPIP comparable to us.
I don't know. I mean, if I bet 75, I don't think I'm too scared to call his bet, you know?
Yep. Yep, I'll give you the next one. So everybody folds, and the whole reason I put this in was just to say blockers are a thing. When this guy has a limp re-raise range and a limp fold range, so small limp fold range, and we block the aces and kings,
Right.
let's not do something. Let's not be afraid and like check behind to not let him do his raise or something.
Yeah. No, I think
Have
that's perfect.
limp raise and limp fold, not just limp raise range.
Yep, he does. He has that.
Right.
Right. So that's the note. Blockers are a thing. All right, you get the next hand also. Here we go. Next hand, another ace king. Got a lot of ace kings here. I play tight. All right, here we go. Is this different? This is a different one, and we're in a different position. So this is a different limper. The open, let me see if we have a note on who the open limper is. Yes, this is C3, and I think C3 is one of our serial limpers. Okay. Check to you. Here we go. What would you like to do?
Sorry, you said I'm sorry, you said call 10, that guy, it's a different guy or it's the same guy?
Different guy.
Okay, sorry, I missed that.
He limps,
Oh, now
he
there's
limps
another. I didn't see this guy.
He limps a wide fucking range.
I don't know. I'd raise maybe like 90.
All right. We go 75 again.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine. We get the weird small blind call. We get the limp call.
Oh, wow.
So we go to a flop.
This is so weird.
In position like this. Queen 9-8.
Ah,
Check, check, check to you.
I'm probably wrong, but I want to check. I just want I don't know. I mean,
Not wrong. That is not
I mean,
wrong.
this has hit so many ranges. I don't think they're in a check raise, maybe, but they're gonna call it. So why why would I raise now? Yeah,
I
I'd like to check.
100%. And it isn't like anybody has shown weakness by checking. They are naturally checking in flow. If
Right,
you got
right.
or you wouldn't bet it out, you wouldn't donk into me. Absolutely.
No.
And all their pair, yeah. There's
And
three.
there's a nice little
Just
straight drop
check.
there. Yeah, this is
Just check.
great. Oh,
Eight
There's a
pairs.
complete straight out there, not even a straight draw.
Yeah, there's a straight. Just check. Fucking check. Check. He bets 65.
65 into 3-8. Oh, what is he doing?
65 into 315.
Oh, I mean, shit. I guess I should just call it. I don't know. I might fold it. It's just, what is he doing? But the calls, yeah, probably be like 60% call. Oh, I didn't even see this guy behind us. I thought he.
Nope, he's there.
Oh shit! I might have
That's-
been more apt to fold then. I thought he already got out.
Right. We had one of
Put my
he
glasses on.
already
Sorry.
checked it. But he checked it. He check, bet, fold.
Right.
When we call and this guy calls behind.
That's so weird.
Right.
What are they doing?
Yeah. I would say it doesn't really matter to me right now, this second, what is his range? Because my decision will come after I find out what his range is. This guy's range, what is this guy's range? He has pocket 10, he has 9-10 here that he might bet. He has king 9 that he might bet. He might have waited till now to bet a queen. He could still have an 8. He could have an 8 when he did this. He's drawing dead.
10 jacks all over the place on this.
10 jack,
So,
yeah. Yep. But it doesn't, but this size on the turn into 3 players with an 8 seems small, given that he's keeping in a 10 and a jack. This size only feels right with like with a 9-8, a hand that wants a 10 jack to be out there. It wants a 10 or a jack to make their straight. And even then I think they get greedier. So I just find that I believe I'm behind.
yeah.
But I don't believe that I won't be able to take this away on the river, when he checks the river and I don't get there. But then when this guy calls, I'm done with that plan.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if I have the balls to like bluff two players
No.
off a river with all this on the board.
When you call here, it's when I call here based on his size. The
Yeah.
thought is he will tell me on the river what he has, and maybe I get there. That's my thought.
Right.
He's going to tell me what he has on the river. And when he tells me he doesn't have a hand strong enough, I'm going to turn my showdown value, which technically this is showdown value, into a bluff. My very, very weak showdown value. When this guy calls, that plan is over. And all I'm thinking is, well, that was a mistake. But you understand how we both got to this mistake, right?
Yeah.
Rivers, check.
Man. I don't know if I want to bet top pair against 2 people.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So you're going to check behind and you're going to win.
I think so. Because
No,
I
that's
mean,
fine. And that's
what do I do if I get re-raised? Then I'm out. I mean, I guess I could bet small but
Right. So
I'm only scaring people I'm going to beat anyways, and they're going to fold, or I'm going to get shit on.
So exactly. So those are all good reasons to check behind. Now I'm going to tell you that you're going to bet here. And now I want, given that you are going to bet, what's your size? Because you know the reasons for betting here, right? So let's just make a consistent thing. And saying I think that checking is better than betting is a completely reasonable thought, and it may be true. But betting is not the worst thing in the world. If you bet, what size do you bet?
If I bet, I'm thinking about like 150 to 200. No, not 200. Yeah. That's
I'm violating.
You're right there.
Yep, I'm consciously violating the Matt Affleck rule here by decision, and I'm saying a queen must call me, a 9 must call me.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
They both fold. So who knows what they're gonna
Oh
do.
shit! What the hell are they in there?
But that was the thing when I thought this, I go, this is a check behind. And if it isn't a check behind, the range that I'm targeting is, that I'm targeting to not get raised by, and I'm folding to a raise. The range that I'm targeting needs a very small bet, and I'm willing to do it. And
right. Yeah. No, that
and the
worked out.
reason I
Yeah.
t- yeah. And the reason
you
I
didn't have
took
to
the bet
show.
here, yep. And the reason I took the bet here, by the way, because I agree with you, I think the check is actually the best move against two players here. The reason I took the bet was to put myself in the position of saying, I'm going to fold to a raise, therefore I can make this bet. I'm going to go super thin for value. I'm going to trust myself to do it. So it was almost, I don't know, it was almost an exercise. What's the size? 165. They both folded. All right.
Yeah, and a queen would do these weird like calls,
Who
and
doesn't call?
not
Yeah.
put too much in, but keep calling behind.
Right. There we go. All right. King 10. This goes to, that was Rob. So we're back on Lopez. Here we go, Lopez. You're in King 10 in the straddle. Limp raise, call.
Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
The home
ways,
wrecker
huh?
in there, so
Yeah, I mean, King 10 suited, I'll squeeze here. But
you're not closing the action technically, but you are closing the action.
yeah, King 10 suited, I'll squeeze pretty hard. But
Yeah.
with the King 10 off and 7 ways, I don't think I'm getting too many calls and then I'm out of position. Here's the problem I run into. Like when you open here and 2 guys call, then everyone calls because they're like, oh, pot odds. So
Oh, yeah.
King 10 suited, I'm not super thrilled about. This is a rare scenario where I'm not going to open King 10. I'm just going to probably limp with everyone else because I don't think I'm getting folds and I'm playing out of position with King 10 off. I don't know. I don't think it's a great spot to. And if I have to open or I have to raise or open it, it's going to have to be a squeeze. I don't think King 10 offsuit is strong enough to squeeze. So
100% agree with- I
it would be a
100%
massive squeeze.
yeah, I mean you're talking 3x on the so 90 plus the 30 times 7, right? I mean, what are we talking there? $400 squeeze. So yeah,
To
no.
rip it in their face, and you only got to beat one guy. Everyone else is folding. You only
Yeah,
got a
but
chance of getting called by one guy.
how many of these like OMCs are sitting on kings or something like that, or ace king, or like, oh, call ace queen, there's pot odds, or ace jack, there's pot odds. I just feel like there's not too many folds 7 ways, So
Yeah.
this is a really weird scenario because there's so many limpers. So I'm gonna limp, which is not
Right. But
ideal.
they're not limping. There's only one limper. Limp, it goes like, so you're the straddle.
Oh,
Limper, there's an open. It's an undersized ISO. He ISOs for 30. This is an
yeah.
undersized ISO, but it is technically an ISO. And then the ISO gets called everywhere. That's what happened. These are not limps.
Oh, my bad. I was reading those numbers as all calls. I thought that was like I'm on the big blind close. I'm on the straddle. Okay.
You're in the straddle.
For some reason, okay, I just didn't think that right.
Right. Yeah. So
So it's even worse now. All right. So then, but King 10 suited, honestly, I would still try to squeeze if it was suited. I would still try. I might squeeze. I mean, not all the time. It depends on the players. But
and
here,
you also could complete. You could also complete with King 10 suited.
yeah,
And just play for its flush draw, straight draw value.
yeah. No, that's 100% what I'm going to do here.
Because this guy is not going to back squeeze. This guy is going to call.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to call here and hopefully get lucky on a King 10-10 board or an Ace Jack Queen board or something like that. Something playable.
And that was why I was discussing, because I just folded it.
Yeah, no,
You
I
just
think it's
flop queen,
I
jack,
like
ace.
it. I like it, Scotty.
Thank you, Lewis.
I don't think there's anything wrong with folding because I mean it is 7 ways with King 10 off. I mean it's not like if you trap your what happens if the board comes out, King Jack 4 and there's what are you gonna
Just
do?
fold
All the way down?
You just fold.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so easy to make
We're
mistakes.
calling
in
for the
these-
miracle flop to just stack somebody. If we don't get the miracle flop, we fold.
Right.
Yes.
It's kind of like, think of it like set mining, right? In a multi-way pot.
Right. But now
that would be my thought here. Like I'm calling, hoping for like the miracle flop. If I don't get the miracle flop, I'm done with the hand. No matter what it is. There's no unless.
Yeah.
I get the miracle flop, I continue. I don't get the miracle flop. It's like a set mining with pocket fours, pocket fives, multi-way, where okay, I didn't hit my set, game over. I can in my head I've mucked.
Right. So Andy, that makes sense. And here's the closest thing of the GTO approximation that I had in my head when I did it. There in GTO, there does not exist a fourth call anywhere. No matter what the arrangement we do, they aren't there. Okay. So let's make this, and this is even more. So we'll make this get as much as we can in there. If the low jack raises, the hijack calls, and the cutoff calls, the button is not even allowed to call, right? So in their weakest configuration, which is hijack, cutoff, button, we're in the big blind. That's the equivalent. King 10 is nowhere near a call, even for the miracle. So the thing you have in mind, which makes sense, this was the lesson that I want to point it out, which was the more people who are in, the less we call these things. So
I understand that MDF is shared between everybody. So, and it's actually the inverse multi-way, but when it gets that multi-way, I mean, we're literally, it's a miracle flop or nothing. Like even King 10, we don't feel great about. If we flop King 10-3, we don't feel great about. We're going to be super cautious. But we flop King 10-10, we're stacking somebody. We flop
a straight, we're stacking somebody. Yes.
Right. Ace, Queen, Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rainbow. And those are the flop. Like if we don't hit that flop, because I mean, there's already 210 in there. We got to call 20 to win 210.
Yep. So
I mean, so it's going to be a pot that goes to 230. So we're getting almost 8-1 on a break even. Like,
but
we just can't.
Watch this.
I don't love a squeeze there, but me personally, I'm not folding there.
Right. And that's fine.
With the thought before I make the call, miracle flop or I'm done with the hand.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. Now let me show you this was the little lesson I took away from this that I wanted to show you, which is, so here's a situation that is similar. We can't get it completely, but here's a similar situation. The hijack raises, the cutoff calls, right? And we look in the big blind and we're calling King Jack sometimes to try to hit a good flop, even though it's often dominated, right? We're calling these. Add in the button call and notice how it changes. That in the actual GTO analysis, it gets worse. The more and more people that come in, the pot odds.
More and more we want to squeeze or fold.
The more, right, but the more and more we fold all these. So the more that that your pot odds argument, which is valid, gets dwarfed by your dominated argument. And you're saying, I will avoid the dominated argument by folding all of that. And it turns out that the hands can't be played profitably with that strategy. Otherwise, GTO would find it.
Yeah, I think it's a minus EV play to call. I think it is a fold easy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the actual like math of it, like flopping King 10-10 is gonna like 1% of the time, and if you have flopping as straight as 3.3% of the time, so we're like at best 4.5%. And what is it? What was the pot? 210 for 20. So you need 10-1, right? So you need 10%. You're getting 5%. You're getting less than 5%. So it's a minus EV play.
Yes, although there are implied odds for when you get there.
Right. Implied odds exist, and I think we got to peel.
Implied odds exist, but having said all that, so
220. So we're getting 11-1. 240. We're getting 12-1 on a break even. Like it's just I think I mean pot odds exist at this point. And if we get, there's also gonna be instances where we flop well and it gets checked through or small bet. Like I just think, I'm looking for the miracle flop, but
so
flop comes King 10-4 rainbow and it checks through, then we're way good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Andy, you don't have to convince any of us to call here, and we don't have to convince you to fold. The whole point was we both made our points. Your points are valid. They make sense. And I just wanted to point out that GTO, which knows your points, still decides to fold it. That's the whole thing. And now we're on to, if Larry is here.
If we were playing against good, strong opponents, but when it goes all those calls, that half those fuckers can't even spell GTO.
Right. There aren't, the GTO does not call, there is no fourth call, nor is there a fifth call or a sixth call. Yes. All right. We lost Larry. It looks like, too bad, because I wanted to punish Larry with this hand. So this hand goes to Lewis. This is the miserable hand, Lewis. You are
Oh.
going to be punished here.
It's always queens. It's always
we
queens.
have changed, yes, yes. We have changed tables. The
Oh,
reason we
okay.
changed tables was at our old table, it was obvious who the losing players were. They were there. They had all left. And we looked around at the table, and the table now, although I don't think we were the worst player there, there was nobody who was going to be donating most of the money. The last donator had left. And I looked over at the other table and I saw a donator. And I went, all right, let's change tables. So we've changed tables. We do not know everybody here. And at this table, we have a massive donator here and a massive donator here. These two seats are going to give their money away. And they're going to give their money away by limping and calling too much. This guy is going to call a raise with 6-3 offsuit. This guy is open limping 80% of hands, and he's calling big bets after it. This $710 is going away. Hopefully some of it will go to us. That's the situation. This guy has been squeezing this guy's limps.
He's trying to isolate the fish.
He's isolating the fish, and he has done nothing dumb yet. Later, we don't know this yet. Later, we will see that he has an open limping range. He also, which is not good, but we also haven't seen him do anything egregiously dumb. And we're going to be in two big hands with him. This is one of them.
All right, so we want to play as many hands against that guy as possible.
Yeah, that's good. And we're out of position. Okay, so he limps. This guy does his ISO big, and you've got queens. What would you like to do?
I mean, this guy, if he's just trying to target this guy, he's probably got a wide range.
Mhm.
So of like moderately good hands. But so yeah, I'm definitely, so what, 75 and we're at 170 deep. So I'd probably go like like 300, 350, something like that.
305. Great. This guy folds. This guy 4-bets you. He takes him a little while to decide, but he 4-bets you to 800.
We started the hand 170 deep. Fucking hell. So what's our read on this guy? We just sat down, so we don't have one.
We've been here for a little while. We know that these guys are the spots, and this guy hasn't done anything dumb yet, and he's been ISOing this guy. That's what we know.
Right.
I don't think we've seen a showdown with him yet, but
yeah. All right. Against an unknown who hasn't done anything bad.
and who's done something good. He's recognized. He's ISOing this guy. He's recognized that.
Yeah. I think I'm usually not trying to get like 150 big blinds in with queens typically, but like I think it's such a weird spot with like the sizes are like bigger than they should be. So the game kind of feels a bit shallower. I think I just stick it in out of position.
Okay. Fair enough. I folded.
Right.
I know.
I don't like the preflop sizing. Sorry.
Okay, what size do you want?
Sounds like 20 to 22.5 big blinds. So it would be like what, 200, 225.
Okay. Even though you're
his raise is enormous already. His squeeze. And he should be very polar here, but you cannot squeeze for like 150 or something. So I would go bigger than that, but I would like 200 or 225.
Okay. So you're going 3x out of position, considering this like a 4-bet instead of like a 3-bet.
Because of his sizing, yes, because his sizing is huge.
Yeah. Because if this guy had opened, this is a small 3-bet and our 4-bet like that. So you could consider it that way. That's fair. Okay. Right. So here's why I folded. and I will never know for the rest of my life whether it was right or not. When this guy puts in just under half his stack, he is committed. And yet he is committing in such a way that makes it as easy as possible for me to call, to make sure I don't fold. What hand wants to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's aces, probably.
Yeah. That's the
And-
hand that wants to do this. Ace
And
king,
I like your fold,
ace king wants folds.
but I think you would have gotten the same information if you just use the smaller sizing preflop. Let's say you go
Well, I didn't expect this to
225.
happen.
Yeah, obviously not, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you go for 225,
Mhm.
he might went for 500, and then you could have peeled, I guess.
Well, I would have.
Yeah.
If he'd only put in 500 of it, if he'd put in less than a third of his stack, if he hadn't crossed the threshold, I wouldn't have folded. He crossed the threshold, and it's not like I go, oh God, I can't jam now. I have no fold equity. It's not that. It's I'm saying he voluntarily crossed the threshold, so he isn't folding. And he did it in a way that I'm not folding either. And I said, I'm the best player in the world. That's aces. And I folded, and I hated it. I hated doing it. And I didn't go on tilt, but I was unhappy. And I went on a tiny mini tilt of fantasizing in my head of saying to him, hey, I'm going to write a poker blog, and you don't have to tell me if you want, but I folded a big hand to you. Do you want to tell me what your cards were for the blog? I thought of saying that. And then I said nothing and went on with my life. So that was painful. All right. Next hand.
Yeah, I think this is the type of hand it's not worth leaving sleep over. It's kind of hard. Like the thing is, like if there's such a spot on the table, why is he going so hard? Like, and
Oh,
yeah, it's like
I know why he's going. Why is he going so to 75 is easy. The spot calls 75. This was the important thing.
no, I mean, why is he trying to play a big pot with you? Like, is he
Right.
gonna like? He's probably not gonna do fucking ace five, is he?
No. He goes to 75 because this guy's going to call 75. This guy's going to call 75 with his bullshit range. He's going to call him with queen six suited. We've seen it. He's going to call him with king jack off. We've seen it. Okay. So we've seen what his bullshit is. So his 75 is just everybody else get out of the way. I'm going to play you for 75. My hand is good. I jump in and go 305 and go, no, you're not. He then says, fine, but he doesn't jam on me trying to push me off with ace king or jack.
Did this guy like eye up your stack? Is he kind of like aware how deep he is? Because you know, if he's like not that experienced, he might just like not know about like the thresholds and whatnot. You know, he might just
He might not. He thought for a
yeah.
while.
Was he
My
looking at the
stack,
stacks?
I had him covered. So all
Yeah,
he had to know was his own stack.
yeah. Was he looking at his stack, like trying to figure it out? Did it look like he was?
Let me think how long it took him to do this. Because it's the next time we play with him where that comes in, where we have a tell him.
Players who aren't aware of the thresholds apply even more.
Explain why.
Well, if he's not aware, like if you know he's not aware of a threshold at this point, when you go 300 and he's in position and he says 800 and if he's not aware of thresholds at this point, he's saying like I have, I kind of want you to call at this point.
I want you to call. He wants me to call.
And like it's scary, and like we don't get into the leveling. We get into, oh shit, this guy has a hand. Like I don't want to push him off at this point because I know he's got a hand.
Right. Okay. I get your point. Exactly. And he won't discover till I jam that he's pot committed with his jacks, but he didn't do this with jacks. Yeah. Okay. So yep. Fold. Ugh. All right. Next hand.
But
Go.
Scott, just
That was-
last question. Do you think raising a smaller sizing from your spots there is a thing, or did you still like your 30 big blinds raise? And for what reason?
I still like my 4x because I'm out of position because I really do want to disincentivize a call. I would like that hand to be I do not want to play pocket queens out of position and I don't want to play them deeper out of position. I would like
Okay.
would like the SPR to be shallower. And I don't hate your reasoning, because if you think, given the blind structure, and let's see, he starts the hand 170 big blinds deep. So yeah, I'm more and more, yeah, I still like it. I still like it.
Okay.
But I certainly don't hate your reasoning. And if he had just done an open, like open to 4x, then I definitely want to go, at least 4x here.
Yeah,
if this had been
160,
raised-
180, something
Yeah,
like this.
If
That
this had
would
been a
make
full-on
sense.
raise to 30 and he went to 90, then I'm fine with my 4-bet being 2.5 instead of 4.
If
Even
he goes all in, do you call?
Say it again.
If he goes all in, do you call?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the paradox. If he went all in, I called, because he goes all in with ace king, and he goes all in with jacks. But he doesn't. But that sizing, which is smaller, which is giving me a better price, I decided was he wanted to.
I mean, I think we can skip this one. It looks like you're
No,
just
we
going to
can't.
get it in.
Tell you what happened. Yeah, I got to tell you what happened, and then we'll skip it as a thing. But just so you know, I did that once before with a guy. It was exactly that thing where I said, and my hand was queens, and I folded, and later the guy said that he had ace king. He might or might not have been telling the truth. Poker players don't always tell the truth, but it's a funny lie to do. But yeah, he said it was ace king, and I thought, that's not ace king. All right, here we go. So here's what it is on this hand. This hand goes to Bub. So this is the guy. Seat 5 is our Olymper. He's got an 80 to 90% open limping strategy.
Perfect.
Okay. And he chooses to go 30.
What?
This is one of the first raises I've seen him make.
Okay.
But he's also short stacked. And this guy calls. This was what was complicated about the hand.
Okay. So we're talking about a 30 big blind stack, and ace queen is a hand in my mind that can also always go broke against 30 bigs. So I would just 3-bet here.
Okay. Good. What size?
150.
Yeah, that was my thought, which was exactly this, that I don't want to go to 300. I don't want to put him all in, even though we're going all in, because I don't want to risk one of these guys waking up with a real hand and have me have 300 big blind.
Yeah, exactly. If these guys are going to jam, we have to find a fold, right? I mean,
so I'm going to fold. I'm going to fold to a jam from either of these guys. I'm not folding to his jam. I've already decided that. That's trivial. And if this guy reopens, and that this size allows his raise to reopen the action. So if this guy calls, I can then choose to say that this guy is capped and ace queen is better than his hand, and I can jam on this guy and get his cards out if I want, and just make his money dead. But that was the important thing here was, I'm not folding to this, and does his jam reopen the action for me if I need it? And it does. Fold, fold. He does the jam we expected. He folds as expected. We call
and
off.
we call, yeah.
Call off. And by the way, it was, and this was the thing, the hands were, and it won't show up here, he has 8-6 suited. So he was in fucking mode.
Six.
Say what?
Using 6.
8. The number 8
Nice.
and the 6. We lost the pot.
Obviously. I mean, 2 free cards.
Yeah.
How could he lose?
Right. Yep. So there we go. That's what happened next. And that was fine. And it was only that thing of, this is his first raise. What do we believe about it? And what we believed about it was not true. We said, well, this has got to be top of range, right? But he's only has 300. No, this was 8-6 suited.
I expected something like pocket 3s.
Yeah,
So
yeah, sure. Why not? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Pocket jacks. This goes to Bub. You're going to get this one also.
okay. I want to raise this
Larry
hand,
back.
and we're
No,
raising.
Okay, you got it. Larry gets the next hand. Oh, no, wait a minute. This may be Larry's hand. I'll tell you. No, this is Larry's hand. This
Okay,
is my
I'm
last
here.
hand. This is the last hand in the sequence. I'm gonna make sure that this is right. No, this isn't the last hand in the sequence.
That's fine. He can take it.
Okay, I don't think these are those pocket jacks. We end with pocket jacks. These might be. If the straddle raises us, yep, these are those pocket jacks. This is the last hand in the sequence. No, it's not. There are two more hands. Here you go, Larry. You go to 30, folds around to the straddle, who goes to 90. What would you like to do?
Some people like to really go crazy on their straddle. We're just gonna call.
Right, we call. We flop good.
We do.
Pot is 187. He bets 90 into 187. He bets half pot.
All right, so we're at 277. About 6, SPR 6. On a very wet board. I think on this wet dynamic board, we are going to fast play. And we are going to raise to between 300 and 350.
Okay, good enough. I chose the slow play in position, not out of position. No street is going to go without a bet if I don't want it to.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think what drives a fast play here is the dynamic nature of the board.
Yeah, we really don't want to see an ace. We really don't want to see a queen. We really don't want to see a spade. We really do want to see a 10. And
Or
of
a
course,
jack. We really want to see a jack. There's
Jack would be great.
actually the only spade, the only jack left is kind of a scary spade.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a little bit scary.
I mean, that's monsters under the in the closet, but
It is. Right. But he could easily, yeah, he could have an ace queen here and do this. He could have king king here. He could have ace ace here. He can have king queen and jack queen. He can have queen queen. All those hands are there. So
This is an interesting hand for the solver because I think that, I mean, usually we're gonna smooth call here in position when we're in the driver's seat.
Mm.
But I think when we have this wet a board, things change.
so let's do this 8-handed. Yeah. So this is my under the gun raise to 30. This is a big blind raises. I've got jacks and I call. Flop comes king of spades, king 10 of spades, jack of hearts.
I mean, my experience when they free bet small from the big blind against under the gun is kind of like a more linear range than it should be.
That's pretty fucking linear.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it might be some suited high cards and like it'll be pairs like Jack should never free bet here, but the guy's gonna free bet with this sort of small size and so.
And this is the same guy. This was the S6 who was not dumb yet, although now we have seen him have a limping range. And it was a non-exploitative limping range. It wasn't like he did it that I saw that the guy behind him, the way that guy played and therefore the limp and this, it just seemed like he had a limping range, but he didn't have it back when I gave him the aces. By now we know this is late in the session, very late in the session. All right. So, the size he goes into the pot is he goes half pot. We don't have
Well,
a
let's look both at big and small size.
So when he bets 6, our jacks do this.
Not much.
Some calls, some raises, and you'd like the jack of spades to raise. You don't raise without the jack of spades.
Ironically, the top set's raising the most here, which is surprising.
Yeah. All right. Now, let me take a look at
we
let me
smooth
make
call.
sure that we make sure that we know we don't have the jack of spades. I'm positive we don't have the jack of spades. But let me look here. That I made sure that when I did the entry, I did this right. Okay, that was that hand. Here we go. Yep, jack of clubs, jack of diamonds. It was explicit. Okay, so here we go. He bets 90, and in solver land, it's a call with our hand. And when he bets the bigger size in solver land,
We're gonna probably have less raising.
it's it's just a call. Yeah, he bets this size, and it's just a call without the jack of spades. So I understand your raise, makes sense. Your logic makes sense. Solver doesn't do it, and I didn't do it.
Okay.
I honestly prefer the call here myself.
Right.
Okay, so
Way ahead or way behind, and the hands that I'm way ahead of, I can charge on the turn if I want to. His draws, I think, will tell me that they are draws on the turn, and like that.
Well, even a lot of the hands that we're way ahead of still think they have value.
Yeah, yeah.
well,
but
that's
what
an
about-
argument for raising, I think, a
if
little
he's
bit.
got, if he has ace king here, and I raise him, he should realize that he's beat and that he's drawing to a queen if I raise him. If he has king,
Should.
and if he has ace queen, I'm dead. If he has aces here and I raise him, he should realize that he's beat. and
You're
that he's
not dead with ace queen. You've got about 40% equity.
Yeah, you're right. I'm decent against ace queen. I'm unhappy with ace queen.
Yeah.
So that was the thing I thought about my raises is that I'm behind ace queen and I'm behind king king, and both of those are in his range. And the other hands that I'm ahead of should realize just how far ahead I am.
What does solver think your equity is here? I think it's going to say it's like 80s.
Let's see. Do we get that mode here? We do.
Go to the right.
Equity graph.
No, that's not going to do it. Go
Oh,
to
here
the
we go.
right. And then it says strategy. Strategy
Strat-
plus EV.
E
EV
plus-
equity.
fine. Here we go. I'm finding it. I'm in this one.
Go
This
lower.
side.
Go lower.
Lower.
Top.
There it is. I see
Go
it.
left.
Right. You want equity. Equity of jacks is way up.
70.
It's way up there, but it's still not raising them.
Yeah. Yeah.
To do with,
We're in the driver's seat. It makes sense.
if I had thought it through, and by the way, I didn't. This is what I actually thought in game, because I remember this hand a lot, was I thought I am way ahead or way behind.
What's really weird, because I just noticed if you look at the solver, our equity actually changes based on bet size. When he does the small bet,
Mhm.
our equity actually goes down a little bit.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
of
that
what-
makes sense.
'cause of what he
right?
does it.
He's repping a stronger range.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, now, so in game, this is what my thought process was, and then we'll move on. First of all, I love this flop. I am ahead. But when I am not ahead, I am quite behind. I'm behind of pocket kings and ace queen. I'm a dog to ace queen, and I'm way the fuck behind pocket kings. When I raise here, because I should have very few raises on this board, I am telling him how far ahead I am of him, because he has aces in his range, an ace king in his range all over the place. And I'm telling him I don't have that. Therefore, I don't want to tell him that. That's as far as I thought. I did not think further to go, but it doesn't matter because he can't fold because of his queen out. He's not going to fold aces here to one raise. He's going to wait till the turn.
He's not going to fold ace queen.
Right. He's not going to fold aces or ace king. He's going to peel.
He's not going to, he may not, yeah.
And if he has ace king, he might think I also have ace king. And if he has aces, he might think, what if I'm wrong and I have ace king? So he might do it, but I didn't think that far. I merely thought what I thought. So that's why I called.
Yeah, I
Right?
think calling is fine.
Yeah. Then it turns out that that's what the solver does. Great. But I did not think like a solver. I thought like Scotty. The pot is 367. He bets 210 into 367.
Now, the question I have is, do you think, so that sizing does not speak to the top of his range?
I don't think so. Not when I can have draws.
Mm.
Not when I can have king, queen, and jack, queen here, and spades. I can have all those things.
This feels like, doesn't feel like ace queen. I think it's some ace king. I think it's some queens, maybe, that doesn't want to give up the betting lead. That has an open ender. Maybe aces. Then he's got some bluffs around the spades. I think you're more driven by SPR. So your SPR is 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you take, I mean, so we do see in solver often when it chooses to take a slow play / calling line, a passive line, it sticks with it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It doesn't change it usually doesn't change It's strategy on turn. So I think probably we just call.
Okay, now I'm going to give you the additional tell. So his bet sizing made me think exactly what you thought. I thought this does not feel top of range. The way he made the bet was this. He picked up red chips, certain number of red chips, like he was going to make a small bet. And he put them back and picked up black chips. I mean, and picked up the whites, which are the hundreds, and the way he fiddled with his chips sounded like that he was considering a range of sizes that included small.
Interesting.
And I don't think that he bets small here with any of those with the ace queen or the kings. And those are the only hands I don't like. Ace queen and kings. And none of
Yeah,
them.
I think that's
considering a
good
small
read.
bet.
I think that sounds consistent.
So I went 600.
All right. Okay.
And now he tanks, he eyes my stack, he counts my stack carefully, and he calls. It's a long count.
Interesting.
Counts my stack twice, and he calls.
I feel like it's eights, aces.
Right.
Queen, jack of spades.
Okay.
I don't know. Queen, jack of spades, 3 bets. A UTG open.
7 of spades
and a
on the
straddle.
river.
Ace 5 of spades.
Yeah, ace 5 spades would be interesting.
Because queen jack of spades, I don't think needs to count it's a straight flush thing. He either jams it or he calls it. I don't think queen jack of spades is too easy. So it's spades. It's his king queen that now thinks it is beat, but is it drawing? Things like that, right?
Yeah.
And the hand that Larry said, queen queen. Queen queen would have to do that, right?
Yeah.
Queen knows it's
Queens
beat.
aren't going to fold.
They're not going to. Yeah, they know it's beat. They count it. And
And
spades.
then, he's looking at implied odds.
Exactly. So when he calls after all of that, I think his range is ace king with the ace of spades. It's kind of weird. I don't think it's a lot of that. I think it is king queen with or without the queen of spades. I probably not, because it's probably suited.
That's a
It's
good
king.
one.
It's king queen, a freak queen jack, but not queen jack of spades, because it's hard to get here with queen jack played this way. This doesn't feel like queen jack, but some percentage of the time it's queen jack, but it isn't queen jack of spades. And then it is also ace jack of spades.
Yeah.
Ace jack of spades could play this way, sure.
His range is filtered. Yeah.
Yeah, it's filtered and like that. So those are the hands. The river is the worst card in the world. It is not the 7 of spades. It is not the ace of spades, which is also bad.
This is the queen of spades.
It is not the queen of spades, which would also be bad.
That would be probably the absolute worst card in the world.
Queen of spades is the worst. Yeah, the queen of spades you have to fold. It is the 6 of spades. And he jams on you. Everything is terrible here.
Vomit on the table.
I vomited on the table. I took off my pants. I did those things.
All right. So this
didn't
is
fold.
we got a pure bluff catcher
I have a pure
in
bluff.
what is an under bluffed line. His bluffs are a singleton ace of spades that decided to call with the intention of dunking. Yeah, this is just that story doesn't really hold.
What's singleton ace of spades 3-bet pre-flop? Ace what?
Ace king off with the ace of spades.
Ace king off with the ace of spades decides to turn itself into a bluff now.
Yeah. That would be the only
Or
thing that would
aces
make
with the
sense
ace
as a
of
bluff.
spades.
You just fold. We overfold to these, and we ask ourselves, well, we put ourselves to this lead.
Right, exactly. So at the moment, my temperature rose, my blood pressure spiked. I could feel the feeling of tilt. That tension.
Yeah.
There. I didn't need to hide it at all because it was all my decision. I was not hiding anything. I may have pushed back and spun around in my chair for all I know. But I hated everything about this. And it fit my read with the spades. That he was on a draw. It fit my read that he was on a draw.
Is the guy really gonna eye up your stack this whole time? Cool, and then donk jams a bluff? Like, that seems unlikely, like those
What part
actions.
is unlikely to?
I don't know. Like when he's thinking of the stack, it's kind of like, kind of thinking, should I just get it in now? Or
I
is he
think,
sort of
well, he's
thinking
looking
he
at a
has
stack.
odds?
He's been given a price by Scotty to call. That price has a pot odds connected to it. He also
Yeah.
understands his equity to hit the flush is 18%. So
Well, I
he's
don't
looking
know.
and
Yeah.
trying to understand
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's got the money behind, where if he does 18% of the time hit his nut flush, that
Well, yeah,
it's
exactly.
worth it.
So like that kind of
So
makes me think
why?
he's got them.
Right.
He hit.
Right.
So
So that's what you said. You
I
said
would have
don't
done the
really-
same thing he did. I would have looked at Scotty's stack, understood how much money he has behind. I may win if I hit my flush. I would have wanted to understand intimately what the money behind was.
Mhm. Yep. All right, let's see the notes. The 210 felt weak, even though it wasn't all that small. He changed sizes, changed denominations. $600, tank. He counts my stack. He thinks and calls. River's a disaster, 6 of spades. He jams. I tank.
Yep.
I tank. Fuck this. I laid down queen, queen to this guy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Fucking
we gonna fuck it,
announced.
Freddie.
Fucking announced.
oh my God, Scotty! Wow.
So
I
he
don't hate his
turned
play.
queens into a bluff, which is
Turned the queens into a
sick.
bluff.
Very good.
He's not that dumb. He turned queens into a bluff on the right card.
Yeah.
The,
It was
he
kind of
Found
a
the
sick
bluff in
play.
an under bluff line.
That's crazy. Like, what if this guy's like got these sort of skills? Why is he fucking doing such a shit free bet pre-flop? You know,
You mean the
like
queens?
like what? Like, didn't he made it like 3x? Like when you're super deep stacked with queens? Like,
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
like this.
I can't connect the two together really.
Well, I told you he also has an open limping range. So,
Yeah, so
so
yeah, he's a bit of
he has made some
he's
mistakes.
playing his own game.
Yeah, he's made some mistakes.
Well,
So
nice call. I mean, I don't know if it's a good call, frankly, but nice call.
Yeah.
He
So-
clearly had a plan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a call with his open ender.
He
Queens make total sense here.
Yep. He has to call with his open ender, and he's good enough to go if I was on a straight draw that I'm on a straight draw and a flush draw, and I have the queen of spades, that I can rep both.
What did this guy? What did he look like when he when you hero him?
He was not happy.
Did he let it be known that he was pissed off, or did he
He did,
go, nice hand, sir, you win?
he didn't say nice hand. He didn't say nice call. He also didn't explode. Like, how can you make that call? How bad are you? He didn't do any of that, but he wasn't happy because it was a $3,000 pot.
So honestly, in retrospect, do you think this is a good call? Do you think this is a poor call? Do you think you need to call here sometimes?
I think I need to call here sometimes. I think it's better if I have the jack of spades, but I don't. It's a better call with the jack of spades than without.
And then finally, do we like his play?
I hate his fucking pre-flop sizing. Like
Other than
It's
that,
just
though,
such a
how about-
nasty
how about the
spot.
how about the direction of his play? What do we think of the direction of his play?
I mean, he's supposed to call. I mean, realistically, like
don't
in a
like-
GTO, he's supposed to call fucking pre in the big blind with queens. But I get why he didn't do that.
So yeah, he's got a raise there.
Yeah. But like some like a decent chunk, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, and you guys are deeper than 100, so that would makes you lean towards calling more.
But I also like that he chose not to take the call on a line with me where I did that big bet and then folded to him. So I like that he's chosen to raise that he's chosen to take the raising line with the queens against me. I think that's very good pre-flop.
I mean, should we incorporate his play into our game? Is it a profitable play he's making?
I don't think it's
I
great,
think
right?
it it can be if you know that your opponent is against a good player. I think it's profitable.
Yeah,
I think
don't do
you
this
know.
against a
I mean, why
fish.
Bart Hansen says at the $5 blind level, he's never folding a set, right?
Right.
Because
yeah.
people do shit like this.
Yeah. I think that he should have folded here, even with the open ender. I think that he should have realized that his outs were an ace and a 9, and the spade isn't even clean. It's probably, the spade probably is good, but whenever I'm bluffing, it's with spades. So we shouldn't get that. So at most,
Scotty, you made it a perfect size where he called with a marginal hand.
Right. It's 8 outs, right? And what is his pot odds here for this?
Around 25%.
Right. What are his implied
It's
odds?
3-1.
What are his implied odds? Fucking low, because it's a 1 card, because the straight is a 1 card straight. And sometimes he loses to ace queen here. Not often, but sometimes.
And
Yeah,
we're
he doesn't have
like,
he doesn't have very
and
good
and we're
pot
not
odds.
we're not deep on the river.
Right. Because let me tell you, if
He
the
could
ace of
be
the 9
calling
comes,
to a chop.
if the ace comes and he jams, I'm not folding. I mean, I am folding to the 1
Yeah.
card. It's harder to have spades here than it is to have this, because also the spades he has to have, he can't have ace king of spades. He can have ace queen of spades, and ace queen of spades didn't play this way. He didn't play this way with ace queen of spades. He didn't fucking eye my stack. Okay, so he has to have ace jack of spades. What other ace of spades raises me here? So now he's got to be on the jack nine. He's got to be on jack 9 of spades. Jack queen of spades didn't play this way. You see what I mean? There's some
Yeah.
here that was there about his actual spade combos are reduced. Ace 5 of spades makes total sense.
I mean,
of
yeah.
I
SPL is so
thought
low as well. It's kind of hard to fold.
Right.
I thought ace queen or spades would make perfect sense for this line, but with your explanation that you would say there's no reason for him to look like this in a live game, yeah, maybe it doesn't make
Not
sense.
like my raise.
That is the reason I thought it's really good, because if he's just doing it with queens when he has the queen of spades, turning them into bluff, it looks like a good
Yeah.
play to me, just from outside. But maybe it's not a good play in a live game.
Right.
If you have other reads that
Right.
would say it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Here's the next read. And this read is very, I think, quite reliable. If he did all that stuff for Hollywood, he would have Hollywooded earlier in the game against somebody else. Right? You don't pull out the Hollywood 3 hours into a session against one guy. He hasn't done this at all before. So therefore, I believe his thought process is honest. And that's not the thought process of an ace queen, and certainly not an ace queen of spades. So his spades are limited. And ace 5 of spades makes total sense. Ace 5 of spades makes total sense. Let me say that again. It's not that he has no hands here. It wasn't easy. Now, moving on. So at this moment, when I did this, and yeah, this was a miserable hand, and I took all the money. I was very happy. Let's see what the solver does on this hand. To the small size, we call. The turn is the 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs. We have no reads. And he goes to a sort of 2/3. The pot in this thing is 36. So he goes to a sort of 22. He goes 22, and the jacks do some raising.
Yeah.
Good.
Our combo still is the one that prefers not to raise.
Yep. Prefer
And
not to, but it does it some, and so we take it. And this 81.9, is this a jam? No. This is not a jam. We raise. He calls.
yeah, it is. The 81 is a jam.
Oh, it's a jam? Okay, then we're done. Oh, well. We don't have a 200 big blind solve here. If somebody wants to put in that somewhere so we can get this far. Yeah, so there we go. So we get no insight from the solver. Moving on.
Let's take a look. Can we take a look at Lewis's hands real quick?
Give me a second because I'm gonna, I have like one more and then I'm gonna go
Okay.
because I gotta bug out.
Can we do it quick?
Oh, yeah, if we have to do yours quick, yeah, I have to leave at 11:15. So we'll do yours quick and then we'll do my last one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna be here in 20 minutes, Lewis?
Well, I mean, I said I meet my friend in 10 minutes, but I'm gonna
Take it.
extend later.
I'll take it, Lewis. Take the screen. Have I
Okay.
taken, yeah, have I given up the screen? Yes, I have.
Yeah. I mean, we just spent like an hour 50 on Scotty's hands, so
But we love Scotty.
yeah.
Scotty
Well,
tells.
it is Scotty's Zoom. It's his
Doesn't
show.
matter. Take it, Lewis.
All right, I'm gonna
Jesus
speed
Christ.
run some of these.
Okay.
Okay, we raise fours. We get free bet. I call. I think you're supposed to call pairs, but I could be wrong.
I think the smaller ones do some mixing. And then
Okay.
the weird ones that block the bottom of his raising range do some more folding, but it's not wrong.
Yeah. You know, we're wide versus wide, so
Yeah, you're wide versus wide.
And then we flop a weird second pair and he bets.
1/3 pot. You haven't lost enough
Uh,
money yet.
Yeah.
Not folding the
without
pair.
Fold without
Does
the
it-
four clubs.
Does anyone check raise here?
No.
Like with the club and the back door? I mean, if you want to check raise like a queen, would you want to check raise some bluffs? Probably would prefer some flush
bluffing,
draws.
but you know, you have your you have fours that don't have showdown value here. Do your
Yeah,
4-5, you know, do that.
Oh, so you don't want to bluff this? Because we got
wouldn't.
showdown.
Yeah, you got showdown. If it goes check,
okay.
check, you win.
Now we pick up a gutter and a flush draw, and we're facing this sort of half pot. I mean, now his ace X get. Yeah, I was thinking like I got a gut shot and a bad flush draw, so like that's like, I mean, a fours could be good as well. So like we got like actually so we got 4 5s, 2 4s.
I
And
have
then-
only one question here. Does anyone hate the idea of turning our hand into a bluff right now? Because that's
So
actually a good card to turn it into a bluff.
my oh wow statement. I've got this hand in peak as we're going, and peak actually has some donks on this specific board.
Ooh, a peak donk.
Yeah, that's why I
turn?
said I hit the ace and I hit okay and it came up. I'm like, whoa, I've never seen that.
Yep. The small blind versus big blind has peak donks. Okay.
And more, so is it mixing? So is donking? What about here? Do we
Some donks, not with our. I don't think with our combo. Let me go. It has a sliver. I mean, if we're living in Sliverland, if we're living in LP world,
Yeah.
we got some slivers of donks with our fours here.
And like, okay, if we face a bed, do we call here or
Doesn't
fold?
like the check raise.
I mean, I guess you could. I mean,
Our combo, every combo with a club never folds here. And it's actually slightly bigger bet because I didn't have that. We don't have that size and peak on the flop. So our pot is 28.8 versus a 17.3 big blind bet here. And all of the pocket fours with a club never fold and actually do have some check raises.
Okay. Wow. All right. Good enough. So let's see what you do, Lewis. You call.
Cool.
All right. Let's hope it goes check.
Yeah. I think
still
that's the problem.
Donks.
Oh my god.
Ooh, he found the sliver.
Okay.
Nah, I don't.
Here's
I
what I
don't
like about
like it. I don't like it.
Here's what I like about it. His hand doesn't feel at all like a queen.
Hmm.
That's what I
Nice.
like about it. He can have a queen on the flop and then it doesn't bet pot on the turn when the ace comes. His
It's
hand,
just half pot, right? It was half pot.
bet half pot. That doesn't feel like a queen to me
Hmm.
when the ace comes. It could easily be an ace, easily be an ace. An ace hates the queen. Your hand can be a queen. So I like that. That's all I like about it.
I mean, his big blind free bet range shouldn't have many queens. It should have ace queen, maybe king queen suited, queen nine off. Then maybe
Doesn't-
some. I mean, do you even free bet suited queens? I don't think you do. I think you mainly free bet the suited tens and suited
He might.
jacks.
Yeah, but but that doesn't mean he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's more, for me, it's more the action than the solver's pre-flop range. So that's what I like about it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so just to go for my turn check raise, why I like it more, I'm pretty sure a queen could fold sometimes. And then on the river we have a free blast. We don't know what the river will be, but
Yep, a queen can fold, but I don't think the queen bets half pot very often there.
yeah, I don't know.
He's lost to his ace, he's lost to the clubs. Is he really that worried about he's got to get a guy to fold his singleton club now?
He could. So I
I
still
would check.
think he
If I had a
can
queen, I
use
would
the
check back.
queen because there's no new draw. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Different opinions.
Yep, there we go. Okay, so anyway, so you make it. Let's hope it gets through.
It folds, maybe had a pocket kings, pocket
Maybe he was on a bluff the whole
jacks.
time.
Yeah, maybe we were ahead.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have Jack 10.
Peak
Whatever. Who
actually
knows?
with our specific combo has some donk jams
On the river?
Okay.
Yes.
on the river. Yeah,
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice.
Awesome. All right. Queen
So
jack.
that was a nice one.
Okay.
Oh, this one's quite funny. I don't know if any of do you guys remember Mr. Dave Red? Do you guys remember? I found him again.
Okay, good. All right.
Do you remember Dave Red?
Speed
Scotty?
run.
Nope. Speed run. Go.
This Dave Red's the guy who just check raises everything.
Okay. Let's hope.
I mean, look, I played 150 hands. This guy, 69 VPIP, 18 free
Right.
bet. Like,
Right.
this was the guy who I won like $150 from the last time I played him.
Great. All right. We're not folding. Let's see what he does.
So I bet and he calls.
Okay.
And my read here is, I mean, it's going to be relevant later. I think this guy check raises a lot of fucking clubs.
Right.
Like just because I played against this guy, he, especially from the big blind, he check raises aggressively.
Yep.
Like the guy loves it. I mean, do I even have his check raise from the big blind? I might. Flop, check raise. Oh, it only says 4 out of 20 here, but I mean, I've played with this guy a lot. He
Right.
likes to check raise.
Oh, and
But-
whose hand is this? This is going to be actually.
Also, he hates folding. I would
Yeah,
just
I took the
bet
last one.
33%
hand is going
here.
to be. Let's see. I don't. It looks like we left off on Bub. I don't even know. So this hand is going to be Rob's, if Rob is still here, and then we lost Rob. Okay. This hand is going to be Lopez. If Lopez is still here, we lost Lopez. This hand is going to be Larry. All right. So Larry, we get the 10 of clubs. What does Dave do?
He checks.
What do you want to do,
So-
Larry?
I would check back.
Yay. I agree. Love it.
All right. And he overbets. You have a pure bluff catcher.
Sure.
Your hand is no different than aces.
Right.
I think we fold.
Yeah, I call here because this guy's a bit crazy. I feel like he could bluff.
I was gonna call to almost anything on the river because of how we induced. But then the fact that there was also a 4-card straight in there. But I guess you can ignore the 4-card straight. It's because it's a flush or it's not. There's no good reason to bet the 4-card straight, really. So I guess you could ignore it. I think he's got some bluffs. Let's see what he has.
Yeah, but he had it this time.
He had it that time. Yep.
So he got some money back. But I mean, this guy's he can be
So
a
Bub
bit
says that
crazy.
Bub says that this guy is passive. And the answer is Bub, he's not passive. Lewis has played against him at another site a lot. He's very non-passive post flop. That was just a
But we just looked at the stats. I mean,
right. Those
the
are old
stats
stats.
just said.
Right. I'm saying
Okay.
that those stats aren't accurate. Lewis has
Okay.
more stats. Lewis has more stats on this guy than that.
This guy, I mean, I played him. He's quite aggressive on flops, but he does have a tendency to shut down. So like he does crazy stuff. Like he might like 3x pot the flop and then check down
Okay.
a high card. So
Okay.
but yeah. Okay, this is a 20-minute one. Whose hands this?
After Larry, it goes to Lewis. We skip you. It's Bub.
All right, let's go. We raise.
Yeah.
Good. Great flop. He checks. I guess we see bet. We just see bet for small sizing. 1/3.
Yep. And one thing,
We can also go for a bigger sizing. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
and just so you know, in the Hungry Horse strategy, just to say it, this is an overbet when you do it. Okay. That's just so you know.
Would you use like
Overbet
ace
ace high.
10, ace jack, ace queen, or would you use any ace here?
No, Dan, in the middle aces, you call them.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
That's more of the
ace-
horse. The overbet here is more of a out of position, isn't it?
No. He's gonna overbet on the. He's gonna. He on non-ace high flops. He bets half pot. On the idea of raise or strong should call the weak shit. He says that people they don't raise you on the ace high boards because they don't need to. And so he goes to an overbet or check strategy. So he's going to overbet his ace king, his ace two, his ace six, maybe his ace queen, sometimes his ace jack. So the very top ones, ace 10, he's going to check back here.
Oh, I see. Okay,
But ace
cool.
jack is fine. And then with a heart, he pushes it up. So I was just saying it so we all knew that strategy. Not that it's the right strategy, but it's a strategy.
So he's basically just splitting it into 2 ranges instead of 3 ranges, what some other people would do. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, nothing changed. I would still go for big sizing.
What, like pot?
Yeah.
I
Around
love
pot.
I love pot or bigger. And the reason
Yeah.
is this. His aces, which we beat, and those are most of them,
Still calling.
will call it. And his heart draws will also call it. And if they don't call it, we're fine if they fold. So I'm on a big size or an overbet here.
Yeah, I don't like this sizing. That's okay.
Yeah.
But it's still not super small, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I would go bigger.
Yeah, I think you left 5 to 9 big blinds on the table here.
Okay. And if he checks, I would just blast again. So any hand I'm afraid of. I cannot see any. So I would go at least 80% pot here.
Is there any concern like we lose to ace queen, we lose to
No.
ace 9, we
No,
lose to
he would
ace 6, we need to lose
No,
to
no,
ace 4?
he could check raise ace queen on any street already. He can still have ace queen if he's check calling it sometimes. But I would guess on this board, ace queen has to be a little bit afraid of the hard draw. And I mean the 9 on the turn also brings in some draws. You could have 7-8 or something. So
I guess if he had 2 pair, maybe we would have heard from it by now, right?
How much?
yeah, exactly.
How much money will a bad ace call here?
I think like 75%.
Sure.
Maybe up to pot.
They might call pot. They might not. We don't know. So
Yep.
yeah. Anything that's sort of anything that's 28 or bigger seems fine. And then if you get raised, you have to fold.
Yeah, it looks good.
Great.
And you get called and you win.
Nope, you don't win.
What?
Ace 4. He rivered.
Why is he not
But
raising?
I don't know what
Do you
he's
know
on.
do you know what was interesting with this hand, which I took a note? This guy snap called. He didn't even think about raising.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Which
And there you see why it's a very good value bet, right? If there was no 4 on the river, he probably just calls anyways.
I like your bet on
Yeah.
the river. I don't think you should be checking this back ever.
Okay. It does a solver ever like check back turn? Like I don't really know. Like in solver land, like I mean maybe pure export, just triple barrel. Like
I think if you want to check back ace jack on some boards, they must get a lot more dicey, like draws are getting connected and stuff like this. But here, nothing happened.
yeah.
I'm
We could still get value. Yeah, this
ace
was
ace 10 will call you here every time. Ace 8 will
What was
call
the
you here
action on
every
the
time.
flop?
Check.
What did
check
you bet?
big bet. Check big
I
bet.
bet
Call.
big. Bet big, yeah. 75.
Okay.
And
Tell me
then
turn is the 9 of spades.
75. I think it's basically a 75, 75, 75. Pretty-
When you take the betting line, yes, the ace jack does a lot of checking in solver land on the turn.
Okay. Like what percent of the time?
Most of the time. It
Oh.
is a rare continue bet, and I think it's a good continue bet against our opponents. I think it's an excellent continue bet against our opponents.
But in theory, it checks like 70% of the time.
Yeah, because he's got
Yeah.
he's got all the two pairs that did. I'm sorry, ace six. Yeah, because he's still got his ace six that hasn't re-raised, his ace six suited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my opinion. Yeah, it. I think you should bet it. All right. Next up is after Bub. It is me. No, it's Andy. Andy hasn't done one of yours yet.
All right. Well, you haven't gotten to take one yet, have you, Scotty?
Yeah, I did. I did the first one. I did the pocket fours.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and open.
A dolph value flats, and it comes king, queen, queen, rainbow.
And Darth Value looks kind of nitty. So I might just check here and see what he does.
He checks back.
Okay, now we're blasting. Now I like with the delayed. I've actually been working this in a lot lately, and it's been working out good. If I delay C bet, I go big, like over pot big. So I'm gonna go like a B1 135 here.
I go for like the small bet, trying to get called by a wider range. But what calls a big bet? I guess like ace high diamonds, jack high diamonds, maybe.
Diamonds, a lot of pocket pairs that at this point are non-believing because especially at low stakes, nobody protects in the micros, nobody protects their checking range. So you're gonna get a lot of they're only gonna call one bet, but you're gonna get a lot of floats here from pocket eights, pocket nines, pocket set, all the pocket pairs in between a queen and a deuce. You're gonna get calls from jack 10. You're gonna get calls from any diamonds. Like, I mean, going small. What are we? We're gonna get called from similar ranges.
Yeah.
Might get
So
called a
we
bit
might as
more
well go
from
big
the
here
pairs.
and get that extra value because they're either going to call or fold. With the delayed C bet, you find that they're not necessarily sizing elastic to sizing. They're either calling or folding. Period. They either have
Yes.
nothing in their folding or they have something and they're saying this guy's full of shit.
I'm gonna call one.
I'm gonna call once and see what happens, see what he does.
Yep.
We
Um,
make the flush.
so here with the flush, I again I'm going big bet. I'm targeting smaller flushes. I'm probably gonna go like B75. I'm not gonna go huge, and I think that it might be a bet call.
Would you
I don't think
consider
I'm ever folding the second nut unless he like rips it in my face when I bet, but I'm definitely betting on the I guess for a river bet would be smaller. I'm going B75 to pot somewhere in that neighborhood.
Andy, would you consider doing a very small bet here for the following reason? He almost never has,
ESTI,
he almost never has a queen. It's hard for him to have a king, right? So
right?
so really force pocket tens or jacks or nines or sevens to call like insultingly small, a size that a flush will raise, and you will have an easy call of his raise.
Yeah.
Because
So I
here,
mean, I saw what last week we went through a bunch of my hands where I did exactly that.
Yeah. this seems like one of those places, and it's only
Yeah,
because
this
he doesn't have a
actually,
queen, and it's hard for him to have a king. That's why.
yeah, actually, now that I look at this, I do think small bet.
Look
It
afraid
would
of
be
the flush.
easier to fire a small bet here if we went big on the turn,
Yeah.
but I don't hate it.
Okay. All right.
Either way,
Right. So you go 8. Let's see what he does.
snap call. I'm never raising here, but I'm not folding. Snap
Jam
call.
raise.
So Scotty, snap call from Andy,
It would have been.
Scotty.
It would have. Yeah, I'm going to call. It would have been an easier. It would have been an easier call if I had bet inducingly small. But I'm still going to call.
Right.
He does this with a
But-
flush, and he can do it with a jack high flush. Yeah, there's jack. He has the jack high flush or the ace high flush, or he has a full house, and I didn't know, and he slow played me. But those are the only things I'm calling.
He's also got some 7-8 flush.
Yeah, exactly. He has smaller
He's
flushes.
got a lot. He's got enough flushes that we're never folding, we're never raising.
Yeah, yeah. Raising would be suicidal in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep, we call and we lose a lot of the time. Yeah, we lost. Yep.
Yeah, just nice hand on to the next one.
Yep.
I mean, it sucks. And I mean, I guess it would probably in my line with the delayed overbet. Maybe I dealt the diamond draw folds when we overbet the turn, but when we overbet turn and we just get to bet small on the river. That's kind of how the dynamic works a lot more.
And since I'm next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal the screen back, and I'm going to tell you very quickly because I'm going to do. I got an extra 5 minutes before I have to start. I want to go through the last of this of what happened. So I'm going to
Okay.
steal back from you, Lewis, and go to Google Chrome. So the important thing, this was the note that I wanted to give. So the last hand that we did was the set of jacks, which was really hard. We talked about that a lot. We don't need to talk about it anymore. After it happened, I was in that physical state that we talked about with Brian. My temperature was up, my blood pressure was up, and I could barely breathe. And I was sitting and I wasn't trying to hide any of it. I was going, geez. And I decided I need to get up from the table and walk around outside. I need to take a break.
This is after the hero call.
After the hero call, even though I won.
Sure.
I went-
Yeah, it's intense.
Nobody is in their best thinking in this mode when you feel like this. So therefore, I don't need to play the next hand. It doesn't matter that I have all these chips at the table. So I did play to my big blind. I was in the, let me see, I was under the gun. Oh, so I would have been the next hand. I was the very next hand because I was the opening. So yep, I played it and I said, skip me. And I let the button pass me twice. So I sat at the table and entered this hand. I typed all this shit in. That took about one round. When it got back to me, I said, skip me again. I got up, I walked outside the thing. I walked all the way around and thought about it. And then when I came back in, I went, all right, let's play. Sat out around to cool down. We get aces. It doesn't matter how
Good
the hand
call.
went out. It's interesting. We'll look at it in the future because there was something interesting about the hand. Then we are at the very last hand of the table. I will show it to you. We're going to go through it fast because I want to talk about not the hand so much as what happened afterwards. So, but we'll come back and do this one again there. So we have 8-5 suited. This is a bomb pot. Okay.
One time.
So we flop good, right?
Single
are
board
early-
holding bomb pot. That's gross.
Right. So we are in the early position with a commanding lead. I check. I expect that someone's going to bet this, right? I expect them to. There's the 50. There's the call of 50. There's another 50. I am ready to check raise. I'm thinking about my size. What size do you want to check raise to? And this hand goes to probably Lewis. Yeah, Lewis hasn't had one. So Lewis, what size do you want to check raise to?
Well,
Lewis
you
is
got to
going-
get all the
Like-
action to
like-
him first.
I know.
I
But
mean,
you're already thinking about
like 300,
it. Yeah.
250.
Yeah, 300 at least. I want to go more than 250. I would like it to be I would like the diamond draws that are out there. One of them has a diamond draw. It's a diamond draw and a straight draw. There's diamond draws and straight draws out there like this, and I want them all gone. The pot is big enough. So I'm going
There's
300,
over pairs that are gonna call no matter what you bet.
300, 350, maybe 400. Those are all my sizes, right? And I'm deciding. I'm sitting there and I'm counting it like this. Then
Oh, I know why you waited.
the
Wow.
reasonable player goes all in for 900.
Yeah, I'm all in, I think.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm all in.
You're all in. Okay. Right. And re-raising on top of him is a good idea to give nobody a price. He's got you or he doesn't. I tanked. He can have, I mean, it's trivial for him to pocket deuces. It's hard to have pocket eights and pocket fives because of the blocking properties and because one of these guys probably has an 8 or a 5. You know, somebody here probably has top pair. So it's
I
probably
wonder if
not.
he has a combo draw, like ace three, ace four, diamond.
I don't
The
think so.
7 of diamonds.
I don't think so. I think one of these guys could. I don't think he's jamming that
He
into
could
this.
have an overpair too, that he's just silly.
Yeah, he could be. So I tank. And people are looking at me like, why? I said, it's a hard decision. Meanwhile,
What?
these guys have all folded. While they missed it, they just folded. They were done.
Really?
And the guy who's here is a guy who I like. He's a friend at the table, not off the table. And I said to him, I shouldn't know that they folded. I'm sorry. That's
They
not fair.
folded out a turn?
They folded out of turn because they didn't expect me to call. This first guy folds, and I go, wait, hold on. Then this guy folds, and I go, I haven't acted yet.
I mean, just stick it in anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right.
In my view, in my opinion.
No, I'm just saying that that's what happened. And I thought about it forever and decided that I did that, that 8 deuce, 5 deuce makes some sense. Deuce deuce makes complete sense. And those were the hands that I was focused on. And I folded.
Oh, fucking Scotty.
I know.
Yep.
I folded.
No,
I folded.
no.
He had king, king. He also said to me in the speech play, when I was sitting there, he said, I'll show. And I said, so will I.
I think this might be the worst hand I've ever seen you play, Scotty.
Okay. Yep. There we go. Yep. It was. He had king, king. It was a terrible hand. I folded it. And this is the part of it that I wanted to tell you guys why I wanted to stay in, which was I believe that this was a mistake. It was a mistake at the table, all of this. I put in the notes, stupid fucking game. I also knew the other players were folding, but here's the thing I did wrong. I was picturing in my head the dead money. I said, does he ever have the same hand as me? Sometimes he has the same hand as me. And there is an overlay. These guys, I mean, this guy put in 50, another 50. And when I counted the overlay in my head, I neglected the $225 that was already in there.
Ah,
I looked at the 900 as it related to the 50 bet, not to the bomb pot, because the pot is never that big pre-flop. With the
Right.
bomb pot money in there, this is a fucking trivial call. You are absolutely right, Lewis, but I didn't think about it. And here's what I wrote. I didn't think about the preliminary dead money. I only thought about the dead 150 on the flop. So that was a mental lapse. I guess I need to leave. And even though I didn't want to, I left. This is based on our thing from last week, from yesterday. That's why I wanted to bring up this hand. I played to my straddle and I racked up and I left and I said goodnight to everybody because of this mental lapse. Not because I was wrong.
so the mental lapse is not understanding the pot odds because you're forgetting the
I'm forgetting
bomb pot nature and that there's $225 in the middle.
$225. And it was
Is
sitting
this
there.
game too big for you, Scotty?
God, no.
Oh, then like I feel like you're overthinking the whole thing.
Or you think I overthought the aces also?
I think like you shouldn't be like this pumped up if this is just like a medium game for you. I mean, in my view,
Yeah, no,
it's like
this is the game I play. This is the game I play all the time. This is the amount of money I can afford to lose trivially, and I'm profitable in this game. I'm used to
and
the
your
game.
life, if you dust off 10 buy-ins in 2 sessions, it changes nothing in your life.
It changes nothing in my life. It changes my feelings about poker, and it embarrasses me in front of you guys. That's all. It changes nothing in my life. I'm like that. Yeah. And it's other people's money I'm playing with. I'm losing poker money that I won from other people.
So I'm surprised that You didn't factor in, did you factor in the fact that these guys folded out of time?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. And that was why I said to him, it's like, I was going to do it. They were not my concern. All right. These guys are, it's 50 and 50. These are guys drawing. What my consideration with them was I was never going to call the 900. I was going to raise to 1800 and make sure nobody gets a price.
Did you
So
not think like this is a bomb pot? People gamble in bomb pots.
No.
It's literally a side game for people who like to gamble to make it more fun.
what part of England are you from, Lewis? Just out of
Okay.
curiosity.
Bye, guys.
Uh,
Let me stop
See ya.
sharing. Let me make Larry the host, and then
Well-
you guys finish off the other hands.
well, I'll
talk
tell
to
you if you stop the recording.
Okay, here we go. Make host.
Well, are you from Cumbria?
No. Well,
Are you from Northumberland?
Are you
No, I
from
won't.
Northumberland?
I'm
You sound like
from,
you're from the South.
No, I'm from London, but I moved to Leeds in the north a few years ago.
Oh, all right.
So I'm from the capital, but I moved to like the fourth biggest city in England.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What
moved for
brought you to
work.
Leeds? Work or
Yeah,
uni?
no. Well, I just applied for a new job, and then I wanted to move out, but of my mum's place, but like rent's so expensive in London, so I
It's
took the
ridiculous.
opportunity to move to North because it's cheaper,
You
and
moved to
now
Leeds for the weather
well, the weather's not that different
on the
to
North
London.
Sea.
I mean, the North's a bit. I mean, I'm not by the sea. I'm not on the coast. Um, but yeah.
Le-
Anyway, I
Leeds
got
is
some
on the
more hand.
coast, isn't it?
No, Leeds is
Isn't
in
Leeds
the
on the
center.
coast?
No, it's right in the
Oh,
middle
okay.
of the country. Yeah, I got a few more hands.
All right, well, share 'em, dude.
Pocket nines. Oh, we're playing short-handed because the table just died, pretty much. These guys, I mean, this isn't a great table. I should probably just leave, but I was just in the mood to play. Get free bet. Bob, what you doing?
Um, I personally would call. We are in position, and it's just a 3-bet.
Hey, we're cool. Here comes
Against
King
this
4
bet,
flop.
I'm never folding. We have a pair. We have a spade. So just call.
Okay, Queen comes.
The
They
queen is
check.
scary if he would bet again. So at this point, after he checks, I would give him a range like ace high. I would give him some pairs. I would just check back. And I think we can get value from some pairs on the river. And if he has ace high, if the ace is on the river, that would be unfortunate, but we have a lot of showdown. So I would just check here. And now he bets again for small sizing. Yeah, that could be a queen, but yeah, I guess it's a queen or it's a pair below a queen. So I would just call.
Yeah, I was kind of thought this was the similar, but I felt it was a bit tight to fold, but I just call when he just has a king.
Yeah, that's a little bit. I mean, it's not super surprising, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's well played. I don't think you did anything wrong, but maybe some other people think different about this hand. I wouldn't do anything on the turn. I'm not turning
yeah,
my pocket nines into a bluff here, so yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's one of the ones where it's like a solver call, but in reality, against unbalanced people, maybe you can just let it go. Like,
His sizing is very small on the river.
yeah.
So if you would revert the hands, do you think you would make more money off him?
I'd go bigger on the river, but maybe
Yes.
it'd cool it maybe I won't make more money because I'd get more folds, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably get more money from it I mean, a queen, like queen jack suited, of probably spades is the only queen jack which floats. Uh, uh, yeah.
The only note I would make about this guy is basically on the flop. I think this hand is a pure check raise.
Check raise with king.
Yep.
Third, fourth, what, fourth kicker. I'm
Mhm.
not sure. I'm
I think
sure.
he should check raise here basically any king, which is with a good kicker, and 4x, and some flush draws. So
Okay.
yeah, and some hands like 5-6. I don't know, 5-6 with diamonds, 5-6 with spades could check raise.
And Andy or Larry, do you call the river here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm super sticky though. I'm
Yeah.
kind of a fucking station. Like given this action, yeah, I'm snap calling the river. Everything missed.
Yeah.
Everything fucking missed.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, our whale raises. I'm free betting the whale every time.
Every
All
time.
right,
Hell yeah.
all right, Andy. What do you do on this flop? We completely miss.
We completely whiffed. What's his fold to C bet in a 3-bet pot? Is he? I mean,
This guy, he likes to raise a lot, actually. But how do I
uh,
see free bet pot, cool C bet? He calls 73% of the time.
and, and you think? I mean, he doesn't fold the 3-bets pre, so
Yeah, he doesn't fold to free bets. But his fold to free bet is uh I can't even see.
go
He
to.
doesn't.
You can go to tools.
Oh no, it's 12%. He folds to free bet 12% of the time.
So a lot of times, I mean, what we can do, I wouldn't put this one, but if we have like aces here, I mean, we 3-bet to like 15 or 16 if he's never folding. But given this, I think I check and see what he's doing.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I don't think we can bet here. If we are gonna bet, I think we need to bet big.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think if you bet here, we would bet at least half pot.
Yeah.
Half pot looks like a good sizing.
On this
And
kind of board, if we're betting, if I'm betting on this texture, 6 high board in a 3-bet pot out of position, I'm betting like a B66. Like I'm betting like at least 14 here.
yeah,
and
I was kind of thinking like this guy's so wide that do I just want to bet range on like every board? But
and
like maybe that doesn't matter if he's just gonna be way too sticky. I don't know.
and if you want to be nitty-gritty, just go with the suits that are on the board. So let's say you have a king of hearts, queen of spades. That's a good hand to bet for like half pot or bigger. And that one might want to check. Because if you bet bigger, you also deny some of his continues, right? If he has a backdoor flush draw. That would be like the nerdy stuff.
All right, he check raises mini. What are you doing?
He raises.
Yeah.
Oh, that we know these min clicks are just always fucking bullshit. Um, I'm continuing to this size.
Okay, I just fold because I feel like I kind of have to hit to win. Like, I mean, I'm
He's
probably get like, what if he just got a? I mean, this guy's crazy, but like, he tends to do big check raises rather than small check raises from when I've played with him. So like, what if I know that he check raises big a lot? What does? I mean, maybe this is
you
irrelevant because
know he's
we're
if you
such.
know well he's it's not a check raise, but
Oh
he's just
yeah,
raising. If he's raising big with his bullshit, and he raises small, then yeah, that changes the story a little bit.
Yeah, but
But
that's more in single raise pods rather than three bet pods.
right, when we get in 3-bet pots, I think with the min click, we almost, I mean, we almost have to continue with our whole range.
Yeah.
Like this can easily be pocket sevens, pocket eights, pocket nines, ace high. Like we have a lot of shit that we have more than enough equity against. Um
Yeah, maybe
and
this guy's maybe just seeing where he's at, I guess.
I think you have to, but and that's why like if we're c betting this, even though it is a 3-bet pot, and generally kind of the rule is c bets and 3-bet pots are generally small. On this texture, we get to we get to c bet big. Um, so he was the cutoff. So we're gonna go cutoff raise. We're in the
Oh, I don't know if you
small
can solve.
blind.
I don't know if you can solve this guy. This guy, cool and
No, but we
everything.
can look at what theory does, and then when we know what theory does, we know, we kind of have an idea what he's doing. I mean, so on this flop with our king queen off, we are. What was our exact combo? Go back, click one back so I can see your exact combo. I don't think so. King of diamonds, queen of spades. Um, where the hell is it? King of diamonds, queen of spades. We're checking 57% of the time. And when we do bet, we're betting B60, we're betting 2/3 at 26% of the time, and we're betting full pot 14% of the time. So like when we do elect to bet, we bet big.
Yeah, but
The other option is we check and we see, because if this guy's gonna spaz, we can see what his size is, and we can always go with the super, I mean, unintuitive check raise. If
I
if
can
he's a
I can
spaz and he's gonna fold the check raises, then
I've played against this guy a lot. If I check to him, the most likely thing which is going to happen is he's going to like bet pot
I
from my
mean you're kind of
experience.
in the, if you were betting, if you bet small here and you're folding to this small raise, you're kind of in the same boat. It just costs you 7 big blinds more. Like if you were planning on folding to a better raise, then you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what I was thinking was like this guy, like there's a good chance I'm going to get this guy's money anyway. You know what? I don't know what the click means from this guy. I'm just gonna, surrender, let him have it. You know, because if the click is super strong, like
Right.
I mean,
Again, I'm
because if
not,
I
I don't hate the fold. Um, I really don't. I think I mean it's not, I think I have to continue to this click because this click, it can be bullshit too. It could be hands that we have a ton of equity against, and we can always assess on the turn. Although I guess if we call it, we're gonna have a little bit more than a pot size bet. You know, I mean,
I
he
mean if we
started
if
off short. He's a broken stack, so we already know he's fishy, which you've said he's a whale. I mean, if he's just gonna blast off, we just kind of, I mean, buckle up, Buttercup.
I mean if we hit, we can't fold like against this guy.
Um,
The guy does tend to like be more aggressive on flops though, and he does like become more passive on the later streets.
It's even more of a reason to call and see what
Yeah,
happens on the turn. If I mean if that statement is true, I'm calling every time, because if we miss and he checks, then we know that his raise was bullshit and we could just fucking blast off on the river.
yeah, bluff him off with the
Um,
ace high.
and if he blasts the turn, even if we make our hand, then we know maybe we're not any good. I mean, we're not folding if we make a king or queen, but I mean, against these whales that tend to spaz, it sucks and it's super high variance. But I mean, you just buckle up, Buttercup, put your seatbelt
Yeah,
on, and go for a ride.
okay, we fold that time.
I have a
Um,
hand for us that kind of shows that it's just I don't know if it's really like technical, like it needs much discussion. It is actually. I think some good discussion can come from this hand.
In the last set, do you think he will always continue pocket deuces, pocket fours, pocket sixes pre-flop? I guess so,
Yeah,
right?
the guy doesn't fold pre-flop.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? If he min clicks, I can see why you folded. So let's put it that way. I don't hate it. And I think that hand you had is not good to see bet. That's all. I
Yeah.
would just check.
All right, this is another hand against the same guy. We make top pair. And I decide to check to him because I know this guy likes to bet. Like, he likes to bet when you check to him.
Yeah, and he doesn't fold, right? So you can check raise and you get value. Oh, what?
I mean, yeah, this guy's crazy, so that's why I check to him. This guy he does this guy does this a lot. So Bob, what do you do? The guy like 2x pots it.
We think he's doing that a lot.
Yeah, I know he does this. He's done this loads. Like he check raises from the big blind a lot. Check raises big. He bets when checks too. Like he does strange. He does big sizes. He likes big sizes on the flop.
Okay. So I'm actually tempted to just jam here. Sounds crazy, but probably it's not crazy. Because the pot is already
I mean, what
huge
happens when
because
he
of his sizing. I mean, if he calls, he will have some 9x, he will have diamond draws, I guess, because this guy loves to splash around. But calling here is, I guess, mandatory. With your description, you have to at least continue.
Yeah, I decided to lean cool just because I know this guy's capable of just having like a low equity bluff, and I kind of want to keep that in. Like he's unbalanced towards bluffs, but like, I mean, I don't know if I mean, fair point. If he's got diamond, I mean, this guy's got 17% free bet, so you'd think he'd free bet tens plus every time, right?
And do you think so? Is he only aggressive on the flop, or is it also on the turn?
So flop aggression 1.683, turn 1.25, river 1.
So it's going down, down, down. Okay. Which makes sense. Yeah, I would continue here. I mean, I don't feel great when I do it, but just with your read. But so sorry. So whoever wants to talk, go now.
Well, I was gonna say I would continue here, but you said you have a ton of history with this guy on another site.
No, it's the same site. It's just a different, like, it's from like a month ago.
Oh, so that 175 hands, that's your total hands with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so it's not a ton of history, but like a decent, like the guy's a whale. That's kind of what you need to know. But he plays aggressive on flop, and he does weird stuff like this.
Passive on later streets.
Yeah.
I think this is just if he's kind of spazzy on flop and then chills, I think we have to call here and assess. Again, it's one of those we just got to buckle up sometimes.
And we just have to keep in mind he could still have pocket tens here. So we know he can have a hand like pocket tens, I guess.
I mean, he free bets 70% of the time. I would have thought he'd free bet, but this guy's not a player who makes sense. So maybe tens isn't his cool. So now
yeah,
we check, and he checks
or give
back.
him give him king nine of something. Okay, so if he had 9x, this play would make a lot of sense, right? Now the question is our 9x better than his?
I mean, not when the jack comes. I mean,
no. I'm just
That's
saying,
fine.
on the turn, he doesn't have a jack. I think he has
a jack or a
9x.
flush on the turn. Even passive players tend to turn their hand face up when they make a good made hand.
Yeah.
I mean, at best, he has Jack 9 and he's worried that you have a flush. But
Yeah, I mean, this guy's not really I mean, he's a bit passive later streets, but so
right,
I
that's what I'm
check.
saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't think he has a hand like King Jack here. That's all I'm saying. I think he has a hand like 9-10 here. Maybe he has Queen 9, King 9, Ace 9. And that's the problem, right? Does he have 9-8 here? We need to have some 9x that we could beat. And it's actually pretty hard to beat any 9x here. Because he's not calling 9 deuce. I guess he's not that crazy.
I mean, yeah, you fold sometimes. So yeah, probably
Yeah.
not.
We're beating 9-10 and 8-9. That's it.
So,
I guess that's true.
so any
Um,
checks? Do you go for value here? But like
No,
against
no,
what?
I think we just have showdown value. He can still have pocket eights, which I expect to get checked back. And we could also lose against some hands like King 9 and Ace 9. So that's that.
So we check.
Oh,
And
and
he checks
obviously Jack 9. Yeah, and he has a pocket pair here or
or King 10
or
offsuit for
King 10.
absolute air.
Okay, but you know what? The problem with him is if you bet here, he would obviously fold it, right?
I mean, it's kind of hard to know what this guy does because he's
So on the
crazy.
river, on the river, he seems to have not enough bluffs, in my opinion. I'm not sure. Does King 10 ever check back here with showdown value? He doesn't have showdown value here, right? So he should
No,
bluff.
no.
King Queen is a clear check. King 10, maybe not. I don't know.
yeah, but it's tough to put it because this dude clearly doesn't even know how to spell GTO. If he's
Yeah.
spazzing betting 3x pot, um, with absolute fucking air, he's got no pair, no draw, no hope. We just at this point now that we know this, we just can't ever fold a pair, period, on
Yeah,
that
Um,
flop. It doesn't matter if we have deuces.
To be fair, I know his c-bet on the flop looks ridiculous, but I think it's actually fine. It's super polarized, and this hand has two overcards with some backdoors. It's a good hand to fit into a polarized range. Does that make sense to you guys?
Is what I'm saying though is this guy's just thinking, oh, he checked, he doesn't have shit. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna blast off. And he's gonna be doing he's not thinking about he literally doesn't know what a range chart looks like.
I mean,
And
this guy's the spot. You just need to make a hand against him, and money's gonna flow your way.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just I mean, given that, especially seeing this showdown, it's just I mean, I don't think we can ever consider I don't hate the check on the turn. Um, especially if there's a chance he can spaz on the river. But even I mean, if he bets pot on this river, I'm snapping.
Yeah, I mean
And
he's not that aggressive on the river, so I don't know if he.
Oh, then
But I haven't played many rivers with him, you know.
okay,
But
and
like,
so sorry. The only play I could see on the turn is like betting 33%. But I would choose a very different hand class for this. Basically bluffs or my flushes. But I wouldn't you choose the Queen 9 here.
I
So
mean, I don't really have any hands which aren't a pair or a flush when he
why
2x
can't
pots,
you
2x bets
why can't you have a flush here?
No, I mean I don't have any bluffs hands which aren't a pair or a flush.
Um okay, so the hands
Because
I
of
would bet on the turn would be flushes. Then I could bet a hand like 10. Wait, let me think. 10-8 looks like a very good hand. 10-8 with one diamond looks like a very great hand to bluff. Maybe a hand like Ace 4 with the ace of diamonds. Looks like a good hand to bluff here. Yeah, hands like this. With some future on the river that I could donk. I'm not donking like complete bullshit, but there's some hands you could bluff here, in my opinion.
I mean, it'd have to be like a deuces or a four or threes,
Yeah, deuces or threes with a diamond. You could bluff on the turn, why not?
Yeah.
These are not horrible, and then you just go for 1/3 and see what happens.
Okay, I got one more hand and I really have to go because my friend's messaging me. Um,
Andy, did you think my suggestions are good or bad? I mean, just to make sure.
Yeah, I think it's just tough because, and it's hard when we're discussing like the super whale because none of us can be in that mindset. I mean, like I said, when you get players that are like that, sometimes you just gotta fucking buckle up.
you just have to keep your seat on that table till he leaves or runs out of money. These whales, they're gonna like get a big stack, like it happens, and then you're just gonna have to like patiently wait because they're gonna give it away to the reg generally.
Even if they give it away to another recreational, that recreational is going to give it away because recreationals have zero idea how to play a deep stack.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right, Andy, got tens in the small blind last hand.
Okay, folded to us. Um, what kind of play? Oh, we don't know. We have 10 hands. Okay, I'm just opening to 4. Um, I'm betting pot.
Oh, interesting. I would check this board every time.
Nah, not in wide versus wide. Um, oh, they bet the bullshit one big blind. All right, I'm fucking putting in the big boy check raise.
Okay. I just give you my reasoning for checking here, and it's fine if you say, whoa, I don't care, I go polar here. The problem is it's so connected that in position has the easiest defend in their life. He has 2 overcards, a flush draw, or an open ender.
All right, I put the check raise, but how big you go, Andy?
I'm going to at least 8 or 9 big blinds. I'm going big. Even better. I like that too. I like that a lot.
Hey, Ruski calls, Rue 5 sky, and the 7 comes. The board pairs. What do you do now?
I don't love the 7, but I don't hate it. I think there's still a lot we beat. I mean, some 9x. He's got some overcards, some flush. He's got some flush draws with overcards. Um, I mean, it's only 10 hands, but he's a 100 VPIP, so he's fucking wide. Um, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go here like B66. I mean, we can't be afraid of monsters under the bed. Okay, almost exactly. You went like a B70, but same difference. I like it. I like the size.
And we get
And he rips
ripped
it in
off.
your face. Have you seen this guy go to showdown yet at all?
I think no, I've never played with this guy before.
Um, fuck, I think it might just I think it's got to be a fold. Um, if you've seen him go to showdown a few times and you've seen him do this with some bullshit, then I think it becomes an easier call. But without having seen him go to showdown, they just tend to fucking overplay the 7 here. They tend to lose their minds. I think it's just a fold
The only
because he
problem
could have.
here is it's so easy to find bluffs. 8 of
It is,
spades,
but this
any
is
any any
also
8 of spades, any 10 of spades. I agree it should be a fold probably, but I'm just saying it's so easy to find bluffs here. 5 of spades.
I agree it is against a good player. This guy is not a good player. Even with 10 hands, we know that. When he gets check raised, the board pairs, and then he gets bet into, this isn't a bluff. If it is, he's a complete fucking spaz, and we'll find out later, and he's not going to hold on to our money anyways. With this few hands, we know he's a good player, or not a good player. We know he's probably fairly fishy. When we check raise to a big size, like, and then he calls and then jams against this bet, it's just always it's either a hand like 10-8, 7-8. It's just always a big hand that now is getting afraid of losing. It's a big hand but vulnerable.
Okay, now I have a question. Why did
Okay.
10-8 not jam, or a hand like 9-7 not jam, or 6-7 not jam on the flop? Because I'm not sure about that one.
Because they're, the 9-7, 6-7, even 10-8, they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna wait and see what happens.
Okay.
They're afraid to put all their money in with two cards to come. It's a lot easier for the fishy players to put their money in with one card to come, and the board's getting a little bit scarier. They're thinking, I'm gonna trap. Not that I don't really think it is. I think it's a hand. I think it's more like 7-8. Or because the one big blind bet, although he might just be a super fish that he clicks the bet button and he has no idea how to change the size. And it's either, raise or jam, you know what I mean? Like the fast buttons.
Yeah, nailing him down on 7-8 or 6-8 feels way easier to me than nailing him down on 9-7 or 6-7.
Yeah, but they're
Or
not the super fit. They're not thinking, what are my bluffs? He's either, like I said, he's either a complete spaz, and that's why I specifically asked, have we seen showdowns with him yet? Because it only takes a couple showdowns to get that information, right?
I
So
mean,
when we have
I got 10
right,
hands on
that's what
him,
I'm
and
saying. We haven't
it
seen
looks like
showdowns.
it looks
We
like he's
don't
limped
know that
every
he's a
hand.
spaz.
It looks like he's limped
We
every
know that
hand.
he's probably a fish because even with 10 hands, 100 VPIP, that would be outside of like card distribution. I mean, there's some chance, but then again, if it was card distribution, was that he was just super hot, his pre-flop raise wouldn't be 0. So that 100-0 tells us this guy is a fucking fish, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We can put him in that fish bucket right now, and I'm very, very confident he's going to stay there. Now we need to know what kind of fish. Is he a super spazzy fish that sees that and is, oh, I can bluff this 7? They're going to be afraid of it. Or is he the kind of fish that says, I have a really good hand and this board's starting to get kind of fucking scary, so I'm going to rip all the money in right now?
Do you want to see
And
what I did?
I would say it goes one of those two ways. Given that we have not seen a showdown and we don't know which way it goes, I think it's a fold. He's never thinking, well, what bluffs do I have here? What value does I have here? He doesn't know those terms exist. He's thinking, me have two cards, me have good hand, or he board paired. And it's not top pair. People only bet top pair. Because the fish are fucking idiots and don't realize that we in wide versus wide we'll be betting some second pairs and check raising second pairs. So I'm gonna jam because I think this is a good bluff. I think it's one of those two. There's zero balance.
So
Maybe I'm way off on that. Larry, thoughts?
I've been taking care of some work stuff. I missed the hand.
Oh,
do you want to we can quickly go through it. It's a single raise pot. We flop an overpair. The guy bets 1. We check
Alright.
raise to 10. He calls the middle card pairs, and we bet, and now he jams.
I think we overfold.
So what I did is I went deep into the tank, into my time bank, and I was like, I don't know. I just thought maybe, maybe this is a spaz, and he's in position with a 7 or straight, maybe he just calls and, he can get the money in anyway. Um, I just, or maybe I just stationed because I was pissed off. I can't really remember. Like, maybe I just, stationed, but I called in game
Mm-hmm.
because I thought, no, I, I don't know. It seems weird, but
It's also
I
blind
mean,
versus blind. It's a very unusual play.
Yeah, wide versus wide, single raise pot.
maybe he's got a 9 somehow, like, and we win.
So he's just a spaz. Now that goes, he's a spaz, and we know for the
Called
future that
it!
well, like I
Sorry.
said, we know this player, but what I was asking your thoughts on, we know this player's a fish, even though we have 10 hands, because of this 100-0. If card distribution was such that he just started super hot, this would be 100 and 100 or 90. This wouldn't be a 100-0. This dude is limping and just calling everything right away. No 3-bet. We know right away the dude's a fish. Given that action to the turn, he's going to be one of two buckets. He's going to be a spaz, or he's going to be a hand that has us beat and is now the board's getting scary and ripping it in. Obviously, he's a spaz. We've seen that. We can put him in the spaz bucket.
So I would just add one thing, and that is that this board is actually kind of easy to bluff on. Let's say it would be like king 7 3 3. That would be very different, right? Okay, when we have pocket, let's say we have aces and he would do this to us when when the board is king 6 3 3. I could probably fold pocket aces there, because it's pretty hard for him to bluff. But this board is very easy to bluff on. And I think people will find a lot of bluffs on these boards.
I mean, we blocked 10-8, which maybe is a factor, maybe isn't. But I mean, against fish, it's not really helpful to think about blockers.
Right.
I wouldn't think
And
about the
that's kind
blockers,
of what
but
I'm saying to like what Bub is saying is that we can't think of them as a thinking player. He's not. He's never thinking, oh, well, this board is really good for my range to bluff on. That is not a thought in this guy's head.
no, I agree. That is not even a slither of his thought, but he could be like, oh, I have an 8, pretty good to bluff. I have a 5, very good to bluff. I have a 10, very good to bluff. Or I have spades, very good to bluff. So it's pretty easy, even for simple thinking players, to find bluffs here. You know?
I mean, some people love to spaz with pair and straight draw, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, it's the fucking bad straight draw.
All right, guys, should we call it?